15 minutes off, man. Brian's getting better. Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian T. Licata. I am your host, Gary G. Garcia, along with my brother and partner in Misinformation, Brian T. Licata.
Hey, G.
You look like this motherfucker's still setting up. I mean, how fucking...
It's Sunday, dude. I'm really sorry. Yeah. It's just, your mic's got to get a little closer. Yeah. Flip it to the other side.
Flip it to the other side.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, sorry, everyone. We're late. And
no, we're not late. Brian's fucking late. We're not late.
That's true. Yeah, it was me. It was all me and my fault.
He did make a really good breakfast. So I'll leave it at that, man. But it's good to be back. It's good to finally be going. Mm-hmm. We're live. Big up to all our listeners out there who have been with us and anybody who might be coming to listen today. Big up to you, man. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a great weekend, man. And if you're listening, that means you're still alive. So boom, right there, something to be grateful for. Cheers to you, baby.
We have some comments. Ciro wants to know, is this show going to start on time? And you said yes.
Oh, I love the way I responded. I didn't even know I was on Facebook, dog.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you made the comment, not me. Are you saying that wasn't you posting?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I didn't even know I was on Facebook. I was sitting here wondering the same thing, Ciro. I was saying, yo, dude, are we going to start on time? But I guess,
Sorry, guys. It's Sunday, man. What do you really want from us?
I don't know. Eric says, so unprofessional. Yeah.
I mean, I said, what rock star do you know that has ever started a show on time? They say the show starts at 8. Mick Jagger's not coming out at 8.
No, because he's like 80 years old. It's going to take him fucking 20 minutes just to get on stage.
He does the early bird at 5.
Yeah. The fuck out of here, dummy. I like to be on time, dude. I mean, I was running a little late. I thought we were starting at 1, and I got here like 1:03. That's late for me.
So, okay. So you made us late, and then I was like, fuck it. I'll make us breakfast and then get set up, and then we'll hang out.
And he told me it's starting at 2. And then I said, oh, so then I'm early, And then, yes, he made a really good breakfast, man. Some eggs over easy, some pork roll, and some bread with Irish butter. Ray know about that Irish butter. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was good.
Yeah, it is, dude. The Kerrygold. Love the Kerrygold.
Yeah, man, that's just expensive, dude. I paid like $5 something for 2 sticks of butter.
I know, bro. I know. It's so good though. And you actually pointed this out last time. I'm a counter butter person. I leave my butter out on the counter, covered all the time. So every time I want to, how nice was that, spreading it on your toast?
I'm not gonna lie, I was like, yo, I need to keep my butter out of the refrigerator. Get me one of those butter holders,
dude. You can. I mean, it doesn't need to be refrigerated. Room temperature is fine.
I always
for
thought
butter.
That it would just melt away.
Mm-mm. I mean, it depends on how hot you keep your apartment. And then you also can't keep
Puerto Rican. My apartment's pretty hot.
I know. I had it set to 72 in here, and I was like, man, it's a little warm in here. And G was like, nah, it's perfect.
Well, for starters, I set my heat at like 77, 78. I got to, because the assholes who did my apartment put the vents of the heat on the ceiling.
Yeah, it's that
Who the
is
fuck
tough.
does that? I'm sure my neighbor's fucking floors are pretty fucking warm.
Oh, that's true. Is there anybody below you right now?
There is, but worth it.
Ray's talking about the butter. Ray says the Kerrygold butter.
Well, Ray's the first person who turned me on to that shit. I had a piece of toast during the breakfast he was making, and I was like, yo, this toast is fucking delicious. And then I'm thinking in my head, like, who makes a big deal about toast? Mm-hmm. What a fucking difference. That shit. And then he was like, oh, it's the curry. Fucking you guys are fancy. I'm learning, though. I'm learning. I'm picking up. I'm learning. You guys are fancy motherfuckers.
Yes, we are. We're very fancy.
Yeah, man. Motherfucker making pork rolls today. I don't know if that's fancy, but
pork roll is not fancy. No, that's trailer trash food. Dude. That's some garbage New Jersey food.
Well, there you go. I get a little of both ends. No homo. I just meant the fancy and the ghetto, whatever.
Ghetto fancy.
You know what the fuck I meant, man. It's not me that needs to say pause. You should for thinking those fucking thoughts. Fucking.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm defending my fucking. I'm defending my straightness.
Oh. Okay.
Why? I don't know. So how when was the last time we hooked up, man? We hooked up.
I think it was last week. Church Street Tap and Deli says pork rolls, but Jersey food, bodega food.
Yo, Church Street, what up, baby? I hope everything is rocking and rolling out there, man. And I'm gonna be coming out there. I'm gonna be coming out there soon. There's just some things I got to do out here before I'm able to leave.
I want to go on that trip. That'll be fun. I would love to go down there and meet him and see that place. You guys always have a good time, right? Down there?
Yeah, that's my dog right there, man.
Yeah, and a great supporter of the show. Live Rated G at the Church Street Tap and Deli.
Ooh, yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that, Ant.
But you asked me when the last show was. It was I think it was Tuesday.
Oh, so it's been a while.
Yeah,
it's crazy because I'm pretty sure everybody else. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but when he was living in San Francisco and I was out here, we were consistent, man. Tuesdays and fucking Thursdays on time, pretty much. Pretty much on time. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Now we live closer. You're 20 minutes away. And we can't get 2 days in a weekend or start it within 15 minutes of being on time.
Well, the 2 days a week, I've had a lot going on. So it's definitely been on me. I've had a lot of stuff.
That's why I even got into it. I just wanted it to be clear, who's the reason why shit has been scrambled. But it's okay, dog.
Were you just assuming everyone thought it was you?
Yes.
And you just want to defend your honor live on air?
I'm pre-defending myself, dude. I'm doing it before you even come.
You know what's funny, dude? My dad said to me maybe 2 days ago, because I was meeting them for dinner before they were leaving on vacation, and we're supposed to meet at 6. Then I called them and I was like, hey, let's do 6:15. And then it was, I'll be there at 6:30.
Yeah, no, I know. I already knew.
And he was like, dude, what happened to you? You used to be on time early all the time. He's like, I taught you better than this. You are better than this. What happened?
Well, you're not, but you should be.
I got married. She's always late, dude. I'm blaming her. Yeah, I'm blaming her.
Adam complex.
That what, like Adam and Eve? The Adam complex?
The Adam complex. Men carry it, women carry it. You just did it right now. You're the reason why. There's just sin in the world. You're the reason why. You're the reason why they got kicked out with that attitude.
I don't think I was the one who ate the apple, my
no,
friend.
Dude, no. You did the Adam complex where you blamed the woman for doing what you know is wrong. It was the woman you sent me, Lord. You understand? That's what you just did. It's the same thing of the Eve complex, which is no woman is ever really satisfied. You know what I'm saying? That's the Eve complex, because Eve had it all. And then she said, but if I can just get from that tree, I feel like, and now that's why, they ain't satisfied with anything. Why
don't you tell me how women aren't satisfied with anything? How? In what ways?
Just even with themselves, they're not satisfied with the eyebrows they got. They're not satisfied with the length of their own eyelashes. They're not satisfied with the thickness of their own lips, the size of their own tits, the size of their asses, their hips. Oh, that shit is rhyming, son. You would have thought I fucking, I'm excited, man, for different reasons. I feel like things are going to get very positive pretty soon. That's all I'm saying, man. And that's coming from the best sister ever.
Yeah, and Gary got me this mug, my sister's mug, but it's supposed to be with an A, dude, not a hard R. It's supposed to be sisters with an A. Church Street Tap and Deli says, always got y'all. Still trying to look up what bukkake is. Surprising you haven't found any videos yet.
Yeah, right. Still trying to look up what a bukkake is. You mean still searching on film to see if there's any chicks in one of those things that you know?
Ray says, I'm trying to arm myself. Are we going to war with the jellyfish aliens?
The jellyfish aliens. Are those the ones in Miami?
No, the jellyfish was actually something else that I just saw, and I put it up on our thumbnail. This is a jellyfish alien right here.
Such a clear picture.
Yeah, I know. But do you like the polar bear? That's a stop war. That's because of climate change.
I thought he was farting. That kills me, man. When I go to see my daughter, yo, it's funny because I have to question, like, really, I gotta question your motives, and I don't need to question anyone's motives, but it just naturally makes me question motives of, like, I'll be driving back from my daughter's house in Jersey, right, back to AC, and I always come to this corner where there's these like 5, I don't know, there's like they're like parents, 40s, 50s, you know, it's like 5 of them, and they got like 2 of their kids with them. One's like 12, looking aggravated to be there, and the other one's like maybe, you know, 9, 8.
And where are these people at?
Right on the corner of this one turn I make.
Okay.
It literally is in the middle of bubblefuck
Jersey somewhere.
Jersey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like just some random block at a cross, you know, at a light.
Yeah.
And they're holding up all these signs, stop the war, end the war, you know, peace in the middle, and all these signs. And I'm thinking, what in the world do you think you're fucking accomplishing? Other than making those 2 kids hate their parents. You know what I'm saying? They'd be cold. They're out there in the cold and the heat.
Can I ask you what kind of nationality are they?
White.
Definitely like 100, like straight white.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Okay.
You know, it's a town. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a town.
I want to bring it up
in Jersey, just some random fucking town. You know, like a bunch of white dudes. I mean, white ladies usually, and like they'll have like 2 kids there, and I'm thinking those poor kids. And then I'm also thinking to myself, like, you know, is your heart really pure? Do you really care about these things? Or you, because over here on this corner, you're not going to do anything. You're not bringing attention to anybody. You're not doing anything. There's nothing you're doing here other than bringing it to the attention of the same fucking people every single day that pass that spot, because you're a small little town. It's not like this is a drive-through. You're not like on a major strip.
Yeah, but even with like a drive-through, it's the same people go to the same McDonald's most of the time. It's the people who live in that area.
I don't mean like a drive-through like a McDonald's. I mean it's not like a main stretch of road.
Right.
It's not like Route 9.
Yeah.
Where all different cars are coming by all the time, and you're actually, you know,
it's a
and even
local
then,
town road.
Yeah, and even then, come on, man. Like, what do we do? Like, what is the purpose of it? It's like there's a stretch when you go up by Jackson. There's a stretch that you go in your car, and it's lined with like maybe 200 signs, and they all say missing. And the signs are this big, and the pictures are this big.
Yep.
And they're on the edge of the road where there's no sidewalks to walk.
Dude,
so this is for the cars. And I'm like, what is the point of that? Are we supposed to like stop?
Well, dude, this is the same thing with when you saw the Ukraine flags put up everywhere. These missing signs went up really fast. And I want to dig into a little bit because I saw a billboard that I think you would find interesting. But I saw the same shit in my girls' town in Linwood. Yeah. We were walking on the bike path, right? And they were just stapled to the benches along the bike path.
Yeah, no, these ones are like vote for Trump, you know, vote for fucking Biden.
Yeah, dude, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Stretched for like at least 2 miles of a whole bunch of missing, I guess, I don't even know. I would guess children, but could be people too.
No, it's from the October, what was it? Or this is.
Oh, is that the people from
Israel? This is it. These are the things you've been seeing. Right? These
I mean, like I said, I wouldn't know.
Right, but they're all red. They all look the same.
They
right?
all look like that. Yes.
Right, correct. Because it's the same graphic designer and the same company, whoever it is putting them out. Right. And I was driving in Philadelphia yesterday, or not yesterday when I took my wife to the airport, and I saw this. This is, you know, this area right here, like this is going to the Walt Whitman Bridge. You go on 95, and it says, "Let's be clear. Hamas is your problem too," and then it paid for by JewBelong.org.
Jew belong.
Like
that's racist. That's a play on the way Spanish people say it. Jew belong over here when I'm talking to you. That's racist, man.
But I've been wondering the same thing,
True
dude. And we
belong.
talked about this with the Ukraine war, right? Like all of a sudden, bam, these Ukraine flags, stickers, signs. Same thing after 9/11. The American flags were everywhere. And is it capitalism? But like with this, like who is paying for these things to be up there? I've seen these in San Francisco. I've seen them on streets in Philadelphia. I've seen them here. You've seen them places.
See, but that goes to show you how stupid it is, because I didn't even know that's what it was. I didn't even know.
Well,
that
I mean,
that's
I
what
read
they
it.
were.
I read it.
But that's what I'm saying. Other than that, I'm driving by a bunch of signs that I have no idea. You know what I mean? The speed limit on that road is 45 miles an hour. So I pass these signs doing 60. How am I supposed to know with a sign that small what the fuck is the like what's the purpose of it? Am I bugging out? I'm just saying it seems like a waste of time. That's all it does. It seems like a waste of fucking time and energy. And I'm guessing somebody put them down. They got paid, or yeah. I mean,
Who put who down?
Who put those fucking things down? I mean, they're paying those people.
Yeah. I mean, dude, honestly, what I think it is I think it's the same thing with the Ukrainian stuff. Is it's propaganda. It's getting paid for by somebody.
What's your beef with the Ukrainian people, dude? I notice you keep bringing them up a lot. What is your problem that you have with the Ukrainians?
No, I like the Ukraine. The Ukraine is weak, but I like the Ukraine. But I also, and I was actually telling Gary this in a text message, is we might have to become Russian nationals someday. How do you feel about that?
Why would we have to do that? I don't remember that text message. I didn't read such a text message. I have no recollection even of what you're talking about. What are we talking about here? Why would we have to do that?
Remember the thing with the phone we had going on? Should we tell people about that? I feel like
I think we mentioned it already, that they're tapping our phones. I think, at least I think so. Because every time we call each other, whether I call him or he calls me, the first call picks up and never goes through. And then we have to hang up, call back, and then it goes through every time. So I feel like that first call is like, oh, they're on. And then they, like the operator shit. Or is it now like, so it's like, oh, they're on. And then the second call, they're listening. Yeah. I'd like to believe I'm that important.
Well, so what I was saying is, if that is true,
I've been having a lot of people come to my shows lately. So I think I'm blowing up, and maybe they just want to. It's like a preemptive strike. We're very good with those now.
Did you say bomb or oh, you said blow up, not bomb?
I'm not allowed to say that. Damn, I just got taken off of YouTube again for saying I'm starting to blow up.
But I think we might have.
I said it again.
We might have to get the Stop talking. we might get the Snowden treatment.
Snowden.
Yeah, Edward Snowden, who leaked all the NSA information. He's living in Russia now. That might,
How's that going for him?
Well, I'm not.
Does he seem happy? Like, have you spoken to him? Is he happy?
Oh,
how's
dude,
that going?
him and Putin are boys.
They're boys.
Oh, they're boys.
They be playing polo together.
Yeah, no, they work out together.
Like a dude that plays polo.
Dog, he
with his shirt
he
off.
does. No, he does play polo, and he's fucking ripped, bro.
Yeah, he looks like that
he
type
would
of
beat
dude.
the shit out of Biden, Trump, and Hillary Clinton all at once.
That's why I say this, man. This is how we put an end to all these wars, right? You got to make them accountable for the shit they do. It's easy for me to send Brian out to go fight somebody, talk all the shit I want, to be like, really? Okay, fine. My boy Brian's coming to see you tomorrow. It's easy for me to send him out. But if I have to do it myself, then there's the difference in respect. That's why I feel like world leaders who want to go to war, we should make them fight each other in a ring, pay-per-view. Everybody in both countries and around the world need to pay to watch the fight, and whoever wins the fight, that country gets the money from the pay-per-view, and then whatever also is like negotiated on that table as far as, what the fight is for, that'd be dope, because it would change the way presidents look. We'd be having all these fucking beefed up fucking, coming here today, the president of the United States of America, Mongo. He just starts ripping shit, biting chairs, and from Russia, Drago! And the Molotov rips the fucking head off of somebody as they're cheering him on. Then they go in and they fight to the death, or to submission.
Eric wants to know how much is the pay-per-view.
See, that's negotiations. It would have to be a lot because we're talking war here. So you figure your average war.
So what are the fight rules? UFC? I mean, should we call Dana White up on this?
No holds bar, son.
Bare knuckle?
You could wrap them a little bit, but yeah, bare knuckle.
Or tape. Just tape?
Like a little bit of tape, to keep, so that they can
Or the
go.
gloves. I
so
mean, they got the 4-ounce gloves in UFC.
Gloves,
no gloves,
man.
Okay.
You could bite everything. This is war.
Huh.
And I'm thinking that, the price should be pretty high.
Mike Tyson for president, dog.
That's what I'm saying.
Mike Tyson for president.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
Especially now that he's chiller. He's like relaxed a little bit, but he's still a nut.
It would give the vice president more to do. You understand what I'm saying?
You could tap in and tap out.
Because the vice
it's
president...
okay, pal. It was just the heat.
Because the vice president, although would still have to be a beast just in case the president should get his head ripped off in a match, but the vice president could be the one that has a little more intelligence. But I guess you would have to make whatever that line is, because there would be there'd probably be, there's an easier chance that the vice president will have to become president. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you go to war, there's a good chance that one of those two dudes is going to get beaten to death.
I think we should do it in the Coliseum also.
So now we would never be able
to dust that place off.
We would never be able. And here's the thing: you want equality? This is how we do it. The second it would go.
This is where all the women tune out.
This is where they all tune out. But listen to me. Hear me out first, right? It would go man, woman, man, woman, man, woman down the line as to who comes up next. Once that president, your president gets your head ripped off. Now the vice president, of course, has to step in.
And you're saying if it starts as a man, then it goes to a woman?
Yeah, but then here's the thing. Because that person already won the war, then both vice presidents step up. You understand what I'm saying? Once they go to war, that's kind of like the end of their reign because then the vice president steps up.
See, I would disagree. Wouldn't they be getting challenged by other countries?
Because it makes you not want, yeah, all right. So you're getting challenged by a lot of countries.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like winner stays, bro. Winner stays.
Well, see, that's the thing. If you're brutal in the way you kill that other president, if you're extremely brutal, who's gonna want to fuck with you?
No, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Although I think it would give the Orientals a fucking really good fucking, because they're fucking they be fucking people
Muay
up.
Thai, bro. The Thais would fuck everybody up.
I don't know. The Brazilians will give them a run for their money.
They're not Oriental, dog. They're in South America.
Saying the Brazilians will give the Orientals a run for their money.
Oh yeah, the jiu-jitsu. Well, that's the thing, dude. UFC. Do you want a wrestler? You want a jiu-jitsu guy?
America
or do you want a fucking stand-up
martials.
guy?
That's what I'm saying. It changes the whole way we do things, man. Our presidents would have a lot more bigger ears.
Yeah,
cauliflower ear type shit, yo. That'd be great. Like their ear would be like my microphone, as they make. I just want to say, I guess, listen, I guess you can't get rid of the president right when he wins a fight. You got to give him time to heal, which means that the vice president would take over. Like the vice president would have a lot more to do. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
So
you think it should go to a woman though?
Or you could even do it like, you ever see the UFC fight? Well, not UFC, but the mixed martial art fights where they have like 5-on-5.
I think that's WWF.
No. They got, you can look it up, man. This mixed martial fucking team fighting. It's like 5 dudes on one side, 5 on the other. They ring that bell, fight, and they all just start beating each other up. And if you beat one dude up or tap him out, then you could jump the other dude. You ain't never seen that shit? Oh no, it's up there, man. Somebody out there knows what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I mean, I got it.
Yeah, the pay-per-view would have to be expensive. And you could look at it as how much money do we spend on war? Yeah, check this out.
Militage's gym located. I think that's
check this out.
Near Ohio.
So now they start
Iowa.
And look at the Russians.
Take the volume out on that shit. I don't need to hear their thing.
Yeah.
But look at that shit. Boom. They all start going. Now just imagine this was like Congress against like another, you know what I'm saying? Like these are all dudes. Like you got the president, the vice president. You got
you got some cabinet members in there.
Cabinet, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look at that. Boom. And then look. Then they just jump each other. Like that dude came to help and he's like, get off my man. And like all the rest would be from the United Nations.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty crazy.
That's how we should do wars now, man. I'm telling you, a lot of those motherfuckers won't want to do it. They won't want to do it because they know they're gonna have to go out there themselves and get dirty. It's easy for them to send someone else. Then they talk shit all day. But let them have to back up their fucking bullshit in the ring, you know? And I guarantee you, boom, there's not gonna be as many wars. There might be a lot more bullies. But then, I mean, you know, listen, if why do I have a screen up blocking this whole thing here? What's going on here?
I'm trying to do something over here, dude. Just keep it rolling. If you don't need the screen, just, you know.
Well, I just wanted to know because you started talking and
yeah,
then, like,
I know. And then I'm trying to do stuff. I mean, I have to produce the show also. I'm trying to do stuff in real time. It's producer stuff, dude. Just be the talent, be the host.
It's not important.
No, it isn't. It is important, but it's just not important.
I like the way you threw that on me. Just be the host. I thought you was here, you know. I thought you was here for the conversation, man. No, you're here, but you're not present.
Dude,
and once again,
I am present, but what I'm trying to do in real time, what I'm trying to do is get a picture in picture.
Sorry. Did I raise my voice at you?
A picture in picture. No, well, you're attacking me.
Attack. That's the problem. See, here's the thing with society, people. There's this fucking thing of I'm a victim. See, you just saw a good fucking picture of it just there. I'm a victim. He's a victim. I'm attacking him because I'm asking him questions about why there's a big ass fucking gray screen on my shit. And I'm attacking him. No, I just asked the question. And no time did my voice get up. But all of a sudden, he starts yelling at me. I think he's starting to become a little liberal. I think he's been watching a little bit too much fucking CNN.
When you said a little liberal, you reached out your fingers like this. And
yeah, that's how you say it.
I think I feel a little liberal.
Yeah, that's how you say it. Whenever someone says, you know, you say, yo, what are you, Republican or liberal? Which one are you? I'm neither, in case anybody's wondering.
I'm in the middle.
That was gross. I'm learning more and more every day. Brian's kind of a gross dude. He does.
So what I was trying to do was a little picture in picture, so that next time you see how we got it down there. Next time we go live,
you can still see us.
Correct.
That's nice. Well, that's what you do. You do the shit that I don't even think of.
Well, you know, I'm trying.
That's why you're here.
I'm trying to do it in real time.
Well, you just did. I appreciate that. You just made everybody's viewing experience a lot better. And I'm sure we all appreciate it. You know, Eric said, what's it called? It's called a Royal Rumble. That's what I'm saying, man. You know, a Royal Rumble. Let the Royals duke it out. Church tap, and it says Asian game show rules: smarts, strength, and stamina.
So it'll be like you've ever seen Billy Madison when he has like the decathlon? At the
you got to do it like a decathlon. I mean, that's cool. I mean, that's
the
cool.
5-on-5 is better.
I think just get it over. Jump in there, man. You know, and you could have preliminary showdowns, like the smaller factions, the smaller wars, the smaller countries that are like internally fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they could come on and be like the opening fucking fights.
Now, let me ask you this.
Now for the main event. You know what I'm saying? You got like the feature. We got Libya versus Syria. I don't know if they actually have war with each other, but I'm just saying.
But listen, if it was the U.S., wouldn't like if the U.S. was fighting Russia, right? Would we just have Ukrainians fight for us like we're doing now? Like we do proxy wars? Like yeah, you know, because that's kind of like the name of the game now.
No, the proxy war would be different. The proxy war, we would then send like our trainers. You know, we would send our camps that teach people how to fight to train them and shoot them up with mad steroids and growth enhancements and shit like that and let them fight.
And to pay for
we're the ones helping them. We'll pay for their gym time. You know, we would pay for their gym equipment.
But all the money has to come from CIA coke, for sure.
All the money would still come from drugs. Yes, of course. We want all the money to come from drugs. Nobody's arguing that.
Just like the real federal government.
Listen, you can say what you want, but I think there's at least 5 people right now. Well, there's 5 people. There's at least 4 people that are like this. He's onto something. I'm not saying it's the perfect plan. Things got to be worked out, of course. What do you think? You think the Constitution was written in one day? You know, I'm just saying, man, maybe it's time we think outside the box. You know, think outside the box, man. Make these motherfuckers fight it out themselves. I'm pretty sure if they had to do that, you know, a lot more people would be alive.
Have you heard about the U.S. kicking it up on Yemen right now? We're basically starting another war in the Middle East.
Yemen?
Yemen.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
You know where it's at? It's right next to Oman.
Oh, is that where it is? Next to Oman.
It's next to Oman. Oman, I can't believe it.
Listen, man. Yesterday was Susie's going away party. We've had Susie on the show. Whoever's been watching us for a long
Oh,
time.
dude,
has
isn't that
Susie.
where she's going? Isn't she
Susie-
going to Yemen?
I thought she was going to Syria.
Huh.
It's
Okay.
one of those places.
Hmm.
Syria, Libya, Yemen.
Yeah, well, here's here's the map. This is where Yemen is. G, it's it's on the south side of Saudi Arabia, right next to Oman. So
Oh my.
yeah, but there's this movement called the Houthis, the Houthi movement, and it's like a Shia Islamic movement, and basically, they're trying to support the country, down with Hezbollah and, other stuff like that. So it's, basically, another thing that the U.S. is just like, oh, you know what? Let's, just kill some Saudis, basically, it's like, I mean, they're, directly tied to Saudi Arabia too. But yeah, I mean, me and you were talking about it personally, like World War III it's begun.
Yeah, it's happening right now. Everyone's talking about like, oh, it's gonna be a World War III. It's happening right now.
Mhm.
We're just, luckily we're not feeling it right now. But World War II is going on before the USA got involved,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
So, that's where we are. We're just not involved. We're very involved, but we're not,
Yeah.
openly involved yet.
So I just found this. This is called the Global Conflict Tracker. So this shows where there are current wars right now, right? And this is Ukraine, right? So there's the war in the Ukraine. I guess Turkey is fighting Kurdish groups. The Kurds are the minorities that were in Afghanistan that
See, like that would be an undercard.
Jeez, dog.
This would be an
Syria,
opening act. That would be an opening act.
Lebanon,
Opening.
Israel, Palestine. But dude, here's the thing, right?
Israel Palestine would be a main event.
Yeah.
Mainly because they draw. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a fight that draws. There's some fights that don't draw. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Even if
no
they
one's
have
coming
better-
out for the Democratic Republic of
Well,
Congo.
no.
Their independent campaign.
No, not until Congo starts ripping off some heads and like the dude is like, walking in like, and
That's
then
racist, dog.
that's what fucking McGregor does, man. He walks in like this. I'm saying when they walk in like this and start pumping their chest, and then people go, "Oh shit, did you see the leader? Did you see the leader of Congo? Yo, he's a beast, dog. He's a beast. Go on YouTube, check out his clips." And then you see him like was just snapping. All
You
these
got to
different
listen to his
countries.
podcast, dog. It's crazy.
You got to listen. You know what I'm saying? Like as they become a draw,
Yeah.
then of course they would move up on the card.
Mm-hmm.
Israel and Palestine is obviously a draw.
Well, listen. So yeah, I'll go. I'll go
America
back to-
versus Russia is a main card. That's a draw. I would say Ukraine and Russia right now is still an undercard, even though Putin himself is a draw. He is
Dude,
a draw.
But it's about to be rumble in the fucking jungle when all of these wars become one, dog.
But that's what I'm saying. That's when like when
it's an
everybody's
undercard
in
now,
there.
dude. It's like but it's gonna be the fight weekend, and it's gonna be a lost weekend.
Well, they could do that, like they could do that, like a playoffs, kind of like the way they used to do. The way they
did World War II.
The way they originally started UFC.
Hmm.
The first one's fight. The winner of that one goes on to fight the winner of the next one. So you don't have to really take out all these countries on your own. Like you
It's gonna
sit
be
there
10
at
on
some
10 though,
point.
dog.
On some point, yeah, for the final match. You know what I'm saying? Like in other words, you gotta have some. If you don't have rules to the game, then it's just regular war. Then you bring in the guns and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But the point that I'm trying to make is motherfuckers wouldn't be so quick to go into war if they knew they had to fight the motherfucker. They would size him up.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be like, look, we want to go to war, but let's keep it real. Our vice president can't take. Look, have you seen the fucking dude from Congo? You ain't seen his clips? Fucking go check out his clips. Then tell me if you want to, because you're gonna be the one to fight him. We're gonna put you up against him, and people will be like, "Nah, maybe we could work this out. Let's go back to the table and see if we can work this out."
Just so you can see who you're talking about, this is the leader, the Democratic Republic of Congo.
He looked like he could kick some ass, dude.
Yeah,
Look at his shoulders, man.
Yeah, he looks big.
Yeah, he's got that kingpin Harry Flint look.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, here he is with your boy.
Look at him now. Look at that. Imagine if that was like what do they call that?
Dude,
weigh-in.
Yeah,
What if that was the weigh-ins, dog?
Honestly,
But there
bro,
would be no weight
think,
classes. There'd be no weight classes. If you're a country that wants to get some light in the ass motherfucker, some 130-pound dude to run your country, then you're gonna be bullied.
So
then you're gonna be bullied. America's president wouldn't even know how to talk words. He'd eat furniture. He'd drool, you know, and we'd have other people in Congress and all that to make the decisions. But you know, Mongo.
Kind of like now.
We just set Mongo out. You know what I'm saying? Mongo's the president. We keep him on a chain.
Was that Blazing Saddles? Is that Mongo?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mongo.
yeah.
Blazing Saddles.
Keep him on a chain and shit.
Yeah.
You know? They bring him out with like fucking stun things around them. And they're like, "Ah, you're president." Ah. And everybody goes, "Ah."
Just like in the old days, dude.
Dude, it was never like that, because if it was, I don't think we would have changed it.
Diana just says, just like the scene in John Wick 4.
But isn't every scene in John Wick 4 like the scene in John Wick 3, which was like the scene in John Wick 2, which was like the scene in John Wick, the original?
Mm-hmm.
Even the move, same move. You figure one of those other fucking killers would have picked up on his move.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same move. The little like fucking flip over right on top of him. Boom, 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 boom. And then whoever's standing next to him, boom, 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 like at least move out of the way. You know what's coming next.
Mm-hmm.
Every movie is exactly the same.
I can't bring myself to watch it because I don't want to see the scene with the dog.
I don't think they show it. It's not like it's the rape scene in Death Wish. They don't show it. You don't see them there, yeah, you're gonna die, dog. They don't do it like that.
Why are you gonna do the act out? The act out was not necessary. I'm saying.
You walk in, you see a dog with his eyes open. Why? You walk out to it.
Give him a little bone in his mouth.
No, like the peanut butter, like the peanut butter.
Oh, Boots, where are you, buddy? Come here, Buckaroo. You'll be all right. Diana says, like the gun duel.
I'm just saying, man, if they had to go in and fight, they wouldn't, you know.
But from purely an educational perspective for this portion of the episode of the podcast, just look at all these dots, right? Ukraine, Israel, Palestine, Iraq, Yemen, Iran, Syria, Lebanon. Like, dude, it's just about to be the Middle East shit all over again. They're just switching. Afghanistan's okay now, you know, like they're just they're moving it around. It really is, dude. It's gonna be
no one can stay forever.
It's gonna be a major military campaign I say by the end of the year, 100%. You know, Biden is trying to give student loan. He's trying to do another one of those student loan.
Well, you know what's funny is no one has any trust whatsoever or faith in Biden anymore. So and there's really no one in that party that they could bring in that would bring any kind of hope to their own party, you know. So if you notice, what they're doing is the backers of this shit. Who's that chick, that so-called Republican chick that all of a sudden is now they're talking about all over the place?
You talking about Nikki Haley?
Yeah,
I think
she's a Democrat.
Yeah, she's a Democrat.
Yeah,
you talking about Nikki Haley though?
Yeah, she's
an asset,
Republican.
dog. Yeah, she's an asset.
Yeah,
she's
that's
an
why
asset,
now all of a sudden, if you notice, they're bigging her up as if she's the one that's gonna take out Trump. Meanwhile, nothing about her numbers say that. You know what I'm saying? But all the money that usually gets pumped behind liberals is now getting pumped behind her. Makes you wonder. I mean, don't take it from me. I'm just a foolish man with a GED. What do I know? You know.
Did you know she's Indian?
Really?
She's Sikh. She's a Sikh Indian.
How much potential? How much percentage?
Dude, okay. So here, I'll go to this. Haley was born to...
Oh, well, she looks a little Indian there in that picture.
Yeah, I know. But look at this whitewash job she did, dog. Like, what are you kidding me? Bro, she looks like a white woman, dog. Nikki Haley.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely fighting against that.
Yeah,
She-
bro.
no one
I thought
knew-
she lived in Florida, bro. I thought she was from Palm Beach
No one
County.
knew
dog.
she was
Looks like she's from
Indian.
Boca fucking Raton. Look at that.
No,
dog.
no one knew she was Indian until it became popular.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Okay. So, but she was born. Here you go. She was born Nimrod.
Her name is Nimrata.
Nikki Randhawa at Bamberg County Hospital in Bamberg, South Carolina, to immigrant Sikh parents from Punjab, India. Her father, Ajit Singh Randhawa, has worked as a professor of agriculture, and her mother was Raj Kaur Randhawa, received her law degree from the University of Delhi.
She hits a lot of those checks, dude. You know, she's Indian, check. Looks white, check. Female, check. Has liberal agendas, check. Of
And
course they're gonna back
her
her.
dad went to Voorhees College, a historically black institution.
Oh, wow. Insanity, man. Look at that. You learn something new every day. But here's the question. Wasn't she like going broke? Wasn't she like ready to claim bankruptcy or some shit? And then like she got in with the fucking weapons people. Now she works for like some weapons fucking people.
Oh well, I mean,
Now
she's in
pushing war.
office. She's
Now
in
she's
she's in
pushing
office
war.
right now. She doesn't have a job.
But right before that,
Yeah.
right? Something like that. That's where her money
Yeah,
came
she's an
from.
ambassador to the UN.
Yeah,
She's also governor of
the
South
money that she
Carolina.
made came through weapons, though, right?
I mean, yeah, dude, that's where all of their money comes from.
Yeah. And then people wonder why they want to keep going to war. Because, listen, they make weapons because they want them to be used. At the end of the day. War makes the world go round, doesn't it?
This is her official portrait from 2017. You're telling me that's an Indian woman, dog?
I mean, it could be. I'd have to see her up close. There, she doesn't look it, but, they could have did something to the, skin tone.
No, yeah.
Look what they did to Beyonce. When they take pictures of her, they always lighten it up. Maybe she's mad darker than we even know because I only see her on fucking TV and fucking pictures. Maybe if I saw her in person, I wouldn't even recognize her.
I'm
she
sure
looks
if you
more
saw her
like,
in person, you still wouldn't recognize her.
yeah, I
dog.
wouldn't recognize that bitch. I wouldn't recognize her, man. Fuck her. Don't even know her and fuck her. All right.
So, all right, dude. So
Did you hear how she tried to tie Israel, Hamas to Russia?
No,
She
no.
tried to tie Hamas to Russia. Please find it.
Oh yeah, dude. Yes.
Where she said it was
yes,
Putin's
yes.
birthday, the day of the attack.
Mhm.
And you want to talk conspiracy theories? It's so if that was up as a conspiracy theory, that would be crazy. That's the first time I ever heard it was through her. But if I saw it on TikTok, I probably would have sent you the clip of it. You know what I'm saying? Like if the thing said, "Did you know that Hamas's attack landed on Putin's birthday?"
We're fine.
And I'd have been like, "Oh shit!" And I probably would have sent it to you. That goes to show you how stupid we are. I saw this thing the other day on how easy.
Is this it?
And now you're hearing this story of, do we fund Israel or do we fund Ukraine?
Yeah, this is it.
Don't get involved in that. Because you know what? America can never be so arrogant to think we don't need friends. You want to see the connection?
Yes.
This isn't just about a war in Europe. It's not just about a war in the Middle East. This isn't
What
just
is it
about
about?
China on the march.
What is it about?
When all of this
She's in a
happened,
fucking diner
what's
right
the
now.
first thing Putin did? He didn't call Netanyahu in Israel. He called and invited Hamas to Russia.
And look at the dude there. Oh no, that's not even it, man.
Okay.
That's not it. She
All
was talking in front of like a bunch of fucking people. She was in a place bigger than a fucking. She was just in a diner, and that one dude sitting there was nodding his head like, "Yeah, yeah." Her whole thinking is that she said it was the same day as the birthday, and that there's a reason why they did it that day as like a gift to him.
This one?
Let's see. It's probably going to sound the same from the beginning. So they do.
Remember when I told you Putin
Yes.
hit rock bottom?
This is it right here.
Hamas invaded Israel and did all that brutality on October 7th.
Ooh.
October 7th is Putin's birthday.
Dude, look at this lady's face, bro.
Happiest
Look at this
person
lady's
in the
face.
world
dude.
right now.
This one. Look at her. She's like,
Why? Because the U.S. and the West took all their eyes off of Ukraine, and what did we do? Started looking at Israel. Did Putin call Netanyahu? Nope, not for 10 days. You know who he did call? Hamas. They came the next day and they held hands and said they were friends. We now know the Russian intelligence is what helped Hamas know how to get through that barrier. See the connection. If
You hear the cough?
we supported Ukraine and supported Israel, that's only 5% of our defense budget.
Yeah, see, she's just a warmonger.
Yeah, dude.
She's
yeah.
like,
But bro,
I'm
she
not
also
saying
might
that-
not be wrong about Russian intelligence.
Who the fuck cares? I don't care that Russia's invading Ukraine.
I know, but
Sorry.
but all of those people who are sitting there in that room, they all care, and I care that Russia is invading the Ukraine, right? Because we might have to live in the Ukraine someday in Russian territory, dog. And the Ukraine is
Why do you
great.
keep saying that, man? Why do you keep saying that? I'd rather be in a concentration camp on my own American soil.
Whoa. No, dude.
We know we're gonna have
No.
them. You do know we're gonna have them. You know that.
You mean more of them?
Yeah, I think they're already building them already, right?
Yeah.
They're testing them out with the refuge. Did you hear what they're talking about with the illegal aliens now?
Well, I have actually a secondhand account story from a friend of mine about the illegal aliens.
Dude, I think it's in New York and some other place where they're
California.
they're asking homeowners, if you got an extra room, open it up to a family that you don't know from another country with no real ID, hasn't been vetted, and let them come stay in your house.
It's like an exchange a person program.
Dude, it's insane. And right now they're asking.
Well,
If you think they won't start telling motherfuckers, then you're stupid. They can't do that. I can't believe there's still people who say they can't do that. Didn't you see what they did during the lockdowns and all that shit? You know, legally, you know, under the Constitution, they weren't allowed to do half the shit they did, and they did it. You know what I'm saying? They're sitting here now throwing motherfuckers off the ballot. You can't even run. We're gonna throw you off the ballot. Shit like that's going on. Nobody's following the rules anymore. So then what makes you think they won't come and be like, now you have to fill your house with a stranger? These motherfuckers just in New York emptied out the schools for the kids so they could put the illegals in there, and they got the kids learning from home online with our tax money. No other country does that for us. There's no country sending us money to help us with our homeless or our hungry.
No,
Or our obesity
they're
problem.
actually sending money to get the immigrants here.
Come on,
You know,
man.
that's a World Economic Forum plan.
Come on, man.
But dude, no, my boy from California said his wife was down in town, like going to the grocery store, and she saw a bus, and they were shipping Mexicans up from the border, and they were putting them up in hotels and giving them like food stamps and stuff. And she said she's seen just a bus full of immigrants getting off at a hotel.
Yeah, that's what they're doing right now in footy schools in New York. They're
Mhm.
telling the kids they got to go home to learn, and they're using their schools. And then you know what they're telling them when they come back? To bring wipes and sanitizer to wipe down their areas. So not only do they got these motherfuckers living there, but they got them doing the cleaning afterwards. Isn't that insane? It's insane, dude. And in my old neighborhood, Queensbridge,
Mhm.
they've been going in like crazy. And when Thanksgiving rolled around, these motherfuckers was pissed because they were like, you know, it says that they're going to start giving out turkeys at 11. We usually start showing up around 10, you know, 9:45, 10. We got here at 9:45. They said it was all immigrants, fucking illegals wrapped around the corner. By the time it got to the people who lived there, they were like, we don't got much left. And they were like, this was fine in the beginning, but now they're taking our shit.
Mhm.
How is that right?
Yeah, dude.
And that's in Queensbridge, dog. Eventually, eventually something's gonna give. It's gonna be, you know, people are going against it. Even those other immigrants, they put them up in that 5-star fucking hotel across
In
the
New
street
York.
from New
Yeah.
York, across the street from Central Park.
Well, they did with the homeless people during Corona too.
Across the street from Central Park. And then
They fucked it up.
and then they fucked up the place. They said, we're gonna move you to Brooklyn. They said, we're not going to Brooklyn. That's too far away. We don't want to travel to work.
Yeah.
And they stayed.
It's like I understand to a certain extent the government wanting to be responsible for housing its citizens who don't have a place, right? But why would you give them the most expensive rent on planet Earth? There's a lot of cheap fucking land out there. Why do we need to have affordable housing in the middle of San Francisco? San Francisco is not an affordable city. If you're poor, you don't live in the city. Just you can't afford it.
Put them out on a little island somewhere.
Yeah, in the Virgin Islands, but just the kids. And dude, how much of that is going on with this immigration, dude? Because they're separating. You know they're separating parents
Dude.
from their mothers at the border,
Dude.
right? And the government is doing it. And where do you think those kids are going? You think they're seeing them again? You know, how many other orphan trains do you think there are going out to different places?
Yeah.
You know, and dude, I have a lot of friends who are illegal immigrants in this country. Came here illegally.
Got that pickle tickle.
No, dude, no. They were most of the guys that I'm friends with were fleeing the El Salvadorian Civil War, so they came up here. Like, dude, this one guy that I used to work with has like fucking stab wounds and like bullet holes in him, bro. It was during his family was wealthy. They had a big piece of property, farmland. You know, his dad was like a veterinarian or something like that. The war broke out. I guess the resistance, the rebels who started the war, broke onto this dude's place and like beheaded half of his fucking family. And he was like stabbing people. And I worked with this dude at the golf course. So it's like, dude, on one hand,
Dude, what was he like working on the golf course?
Like fucking animal.
Was he nuts? You know what I'm saying? Like, was he like, you know, like
he
he'd
was
be like, dude, we gotta go cut the grass over there on hole 17. And they'd be like, 17. That's how many people were in my house that got slaughtered that day.
Well, his English wasn't very good, so he never said anything like that. But for the first 7 years I worked with him, he was very, very angry, and then he found Christ.
You think he was up? There you go.
And he's a great guy. His name's John Paul, actually.
See, and look at that. Instantly, I stopped making fun of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Can't make fun of my fellow brother.
Yeah, he's a great fucking dude. And all those guys, dude, they were.
But I would think he was very angry in the very beginning, man. Like anything would set him off.
Yeah, you didn't really tell him what to do. You'd say, "Hey, John Paul, can you cut greens this morning?" See, Poppy, no problem.
Cut greens. I had a cousin named Green. He got cut.
Did you imagine that? Like little like 21-year-old me, like on heroin, trying to tell some dude with multiple stab wounds and like 22 shells in his fucking back what to do.
God, man.
But I'm saying that to make the point that like I have a very like a soft spot for Spanish
in the back
immigrants.
of your head.
Yeah. No, dude, for Spanish immigrants, because bro, like, dude, John Paul, when I was on heroin and kicked out of my parents' house, like, let me crash on his couch for a couple days.
See, there you go, lumping them all together. How dare you think because John Paul's a great dude that they're all great?
They're not. No, I'm saying all
now
of the
they're
guys.
all not. Well, which one is it, buddy? Are they all great or are they all not?
Okay, so I'll rephrase. All Hispanic immigrants are great.
Till they're not.
But the other ones.
Till they're not. All immigrants are great until they're not. And now you're not. You're not great no more, dude. They're taking over. And there's an easy way to solve this problem.
Mm-hmm.
Send them back. It's not like we don't know where they are. We house them.
Now, listen, dude. The main reason why I don't want to... So I would be a proponent of this, right? This has been my immigration plan for 10 years.
And I know that makes me sound like a piece of shit, but I don't care. Sometimes hard things need to be done. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes hard decisions need to be made for the good of the fucking people.
All right, well, I got a question.
For what
let's
people,
go.
the
Let's,
people who
no.
fucking live here, the
let's
people
go.
who pay taxes, who put in the money for this shit. The people, look, we were on the winning end. People, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad that America runs shit. Would you prefer to be on the losing end? You're on the winning team, motherfucker, at least for the longest. Now I don't know. Our team's becoming a little, fragmented, to say the least. I don't know if you really want to be talking the shit that we're talking now to a lot of these people. I really don't. Got these purple-haired fucking men with tits running fucking the military, all right? They care more about feelings than they do about taking the knife to the neck of the enemy and cutting his head and putting it on the fucking top of an American flag right at the border so that we can let them know what happens to those motherfuckers who try to enter into this country illegally. No, we're more concerned about their feelings. Get the fuck out of here. I don't mean to sound like a dick, America. I don't mean to. But you know what, man? There was a time when sounding like a dick as an American was the American thing to do. Huh? Do you remember when being a good old boy and talking with nothing but pure ignorance was the American thing to do? I wish them fuckers would try to come onto our country. I'll shoot them in the face. And everybody was like, that's a true American. And that's the way a true American thinks. This has been sponsored by Gary G. Garcia for president and approved by Brian T. Licata Productions.
Paid for by Jubalong.
Paid for by Jubalong. Oh, that's a good laugh. Oh man, paid for by Jubalong. Oh man, that was good.
Oh man,
that was good, man.
That's why I do the show for moments like that, dude. Need some water?
Yeah, I do actually, man. I could use some water. If anybody else needs to take a little step to the potty and doesn't want to miss anything, well, then I think it's a good time to say, listen, man, we made it through the holidays. We made it through. We get 1 month to sit on our asses and just relax and be like, we made it through. But then guess what? It's Valentine's Day. Now, if you want to prove to the one that you've been taken care of and been there when they were sick and had to listen to all their shit and had to put up with all their nonsense and had to take off time from work to make time for them, if you want to prove your love to them, it's Valentine's Day.
Pick up a copy of Triple X Playground.
Because that's the only way you're going to prove your love. All right, go to triplexplayground.com and get yourself a copy of Triple X Playground, the board game. It's the best communication tool game ever made for man, woman, or whatever the fuck else you want to be in this world. You roll that dice, you get fist deep into somebody you love. Prove it, okay? Next time your lady or your man or your fucking dog Fluffy wants you to prove their love, you say, how can you think I don't love you? I bought Triple X Playground, the board game. Okay? Now stop talking that shit. Roll the dice and get fist deep into someone you love. 2 to 8 players, man. Get fist deep into your neighbors and your neighbors' neighbors, all right? That's at least a whole block full of fist deeping. And you can only do that at triplexplayground.com. So get your board game today. It's the perfect Valentine's Day gift.
I had to throw it in there, dude. It was
I thought that was perfect.
Opening.
Wasn't that a great commercial? I just felt like Crazy Eddie just now. I felt like doing a commercial as Crazy Eddie on Crazy Eddie. Ooh. That's how Dust felt like to me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If somebody wants to say what it's like, that's what it's like. Horrible, horrible drug. Stay away from it.
I would fundamentally disagree on all and every account. I haven't had one bad experience on the dipper.
No, horrible, horrible drug.
Now, when you smoked it, was it actual dust or did you get the mint leaves or did you get a dipper?
It was dust and weed mixed together in a blunt.
So you had the real angel dust.
Crazy Eddie.
That's who sold it to you?
No, that was the name of it.
Oh, that was the name of it.
Yeah, Crazy Eddie. That was the old school shit. That was the real shit. What do we got here over here? Eric says, why is Gabby drinking water out of her face? For that comment. He purposely gave me that shit just to be like, you're gonna drink out of this. Let's see if someone says something. So you just won a free subscription to Rated G Garcia on YouTube. Rated G podcast on YouTube. Your subscription is now free, Eric.
Congratulations.
You found the Easter egg.
Damn. Where do we go? Where do we go from
What
here?
What is this called, man? It's not. What is this? What kind of glass is
That's a
this?
beaker.
It's a beaker.
No, it's not. No, it's not a beaker. So that's 16 ounces. You know, I would say that. I mean, this glass I have is a pint glass, which is also 16
I'm
ounces.
talking more the shape.
No, I know, but that might be a European pint.
I don't know. Given to me on purpose by that man right there. You know, everything's symbolic, yo. There's not anything you see here that isn't purposely put here for symbolic reasons. Even that TV that's turned off behind me, that's symbolically placed there to let you know that TV needs to get turned off because there's nothing good coming from that screen. You see the white chair next to it? That white chair next to it, right there over my shoulder, on this shoulder right here. That white chair represents us sitting in front of that TV, watching nothing all the fucking time. And guess what? You don't see you there, right? You don't, no, because you disappear. You become part of what you're watching. You no longer fucking exist. All that's left is the white sheet, which represents the pureness of soul and how you're not in it because you got sucked in by the black hole of the TV. And don't even get me started on the fucking shelving system underneath. All right, because we could just be here all day. There's nothing you see here.
I'm gonna interject here for everyone watching the show's sake and for audience retention is what we would call it. To go back to the beer glass. These are the different shapes of beer glasses, and I'm thinking right over here. Can you bring the
Can
cup?
you make it bigger? Let me see. That's what she said.
I
would think it's the one right there on the left.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, but here.
That's the one.
Yeah, the Weizen, the Weiss beer here.
Oh, I don't know. Go back. No, this one kind of goes outward.
Yeah, so it's kind of looks like this one, kind of looks like this one. So I think it's like it's a variation.
I think it might be the yard. Oh no, it's not the yard.
No, it's not the yard. It's the big one.
You ever drink one of those yard shits? They got those.
Oh, it's a Pilsner glass. This isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. That's probably
yeah. It's more of a Pilsner, and it's Carlsberg. I don't know if Carlsberg's a Pilsner.
Well, I'm sure they have one.
Yeah.
You know, but you ever drink one of those yard shits, man?
I have, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a German Pilsner. It is a German, so it's a Pilsner glass, is what it is.
Fucking ridiculous, those things, man. You go to that place, Jekyll and Hyde. I don't know if it's still open in the city. There was a place, Jekyll and Hyde. You go there, man. They used to sell those things. They put them down on the floor, and it comes all the way up here. And then you're drinking it, and you're fucking hitting the people next to you. It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. And that's just, like, who needs a glass that big?
Well, and then the other thing is, it's going to get warm before you finish it.
Who needs a glass that big? For what?
Maybe really tall people, NBA players, the Nephilim, the Giants. Maybe the Giants needed them. Maybe that's what it came for. Maybe it's an old Tartarian glass.
I was just about to say the Tartarians.
Yeah.
Were the Tartarians the tall people?
Well, it depends on what region that they were in. The Tartarians of North America, or the Tartarians of Africa, or the Tartarians of the Ukraine. But did you know that in order to settle disputes, they had cage fights back in Tartaria? Oh, I missed it. I fucking missed it. He spit up water.
Oh, fuck, man. That shit ain't even funny, dog. You got that.
How is that not funny? Dude, you just spit up water out of the German face on a really, really bad joke.
It was so bad, it made me laugh. I'm not even trying to say it was funny. It was just so bad that in my head, I was like, what a dick. I like to sit there and watch you struggle, you know, and that's what I was doing. And then it made me laugh because through all that struggling,
does my misery bring you joy, Gary?
sometimes,
Yeah, I feel the same way.
yeah, sometimes there's some misery that you have that I laugh so hard, and I'm like,
Dude, something happened with my dad. My dad,
I
yeah.
was fucking over it.
We were out to dinner. I was at the dinner with my dad, and the waitress got something of his wrong, and I just started laughing because I knew how bad it pissed him off. And he was like, "I'm glad to see my misfortune brings you joy."
Dude, that's the thing that always gets me when they don't bring my shit correct. That fucking bothers me, man. Especially when they ask me. It's one thing if I didn't say nothing, but then they ask me, you know, and then get it wrong. You know, order a burger. I say, let me just get a burger with just cheese and bacon. I don't think you can make an order any more clearer than that, but of course, apparently you can, because then she'll say, well, do you want lettuce, tomato, and onions? And I go, no. In fact, I said to her, no, I don't want any of that. All I want is bread, cheese, bacon, burger. Put a little bourbon sauce on the side, please. Right? She goes, okay. Comes back. It's stacked with lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, onions. And right before she even put it down, I said, whoa, that's for me? And she's like, yeah, this is what you ordered. No, it's not. You specifically asked me if I wanted that stuff, and I said no. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I'll take it back. No, you're not. You're not going to take it back so someone could spit on my fucking burger just because you bought what I didn't ask you for. Just stay where you are. Take off the top, take the shit off, put it in a napkin.
Handed it back to her.
Take that shit back to you. That foul fucking tomato and whatever the fuck slimy, because all the tomato slimes into the lettuce. Get that shit the fuck out of here. I didn't ask you for that.
See, I like lettuce,
and
tomato,
I don't give a fuck what you like because then you asked for it.
Whoa!
I did not ask for it.
Whoa! Time out.
I'm sorry. Did I give everyone a peek behind the curtains how I treat them when we're actually not in front of people?
Yeah, the reason we ran late this episode is because as soon as Gary came in, he just started yelling at me.
I started ripping into him.
He asked for 2 eggs over medium, and they were over easy, and he lost it on me, dude.
I told you
lost it.
Hold on.
Lost it. He said, I hear there are run in these eggs.
No, what I said was don't break the fucking yolk, and he's gonna go and give me one with like the yolk already broken and cooked. What the fuck? It might as well be a scrambled fucking egg.
Oh, they were over hard.
But I digress. I said thank you for the breakfast.
After you took the plate and threw it on the ground in disgust.
After I said, fucking shit.
He ate it all. It cleaned his plate first and then tossed the plate.
And then just slammed the plate down. Bitch, next time get the eggs right.
I'm sorry.
And then he was like, I'm sorry. And I was like, don't say sorry. And I grabbed his face. He has a little cake thing behind me. I don't know if you can see it. I picked up the thing and I said, eat the cake, anime, eat the cake. Now I just got canceled for quoting a rap song. Okay, I didn't say that. Jay-Z said that. Oh, because Eat the Cake anime is in reference to Tina Turner and Ike. You don't remember that scene in the movie where he says "Eat the cake, anime" and he's shoving the cake down her fucking face? You know, she eventually, works out, fucks him up. You know, everybody rallies for that scene. Yeah, she kicked him in his balls. You know, it's a great moment. I like when she escaped.
You want to watch this scene?
Do you have the scene?
Oh, yeah.
Come on now, I'm asking you nice.
And I'm saying no nice.
Come on. Some of this cake. Come on. Eat some cake. Yeah. Oh, so you don't know.
Hey, yeah. And then the kid's trying to put out his 2009 rap single after the
Eat the
clip.
cake. It's called Eat the Cake. That's great. But I mean, James Cagney did that back in the day. He took the grapefruit and shoved it in, food has been getting shoved in faces for as long as I can remember.
It's a tradition at the wedding.
Dude, my cousin hates my guts because I shoved the Belgian waffle deluxe in her face.
The syrup though, that's a little fucked up. The syrup.
Well, there was also an over easy egg on top of it. So the yolk was unbroken the way you're supposed to cook it. So it properly broke on impact. And I still don't care. To this day, I still think she deserved it. Sometimes you deserve the shit you get. Sometimes. Not always, but sometimes.
What was it that
I don't say sorry about that.
What was it that you did to you?
Well, first she
And now, hold on. What year was this?
I was probably 17. So 1997.
Okay, so we're about, what is that?
Oh, no, excuse me, 1987. I don't know. What was it? When was I 17? I was born
87.
1987.
So 36 years ago, 37 years ago, 35 years ago, something like that?
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, okay, so it's 30 plus years ago. This is a story from just 30 plus years ago.
Well, yeah, I mean, she still holds the grudge. I don't.
It doesn't seem like you don't.
No, I don't hold the grudge. I actually don't care.
Well,
but she still hates me because of that.
So
that's what I'm saying.
So do you care about that she still hates you?
No.
All right, let's hear the
People
story.
who choose not to eat at my table don't offend me at all because I tend to notice that when they leave my table looks the same. There's just one chair pushed in. You understand what I'm saying? Whereas when I leave a person's table, people step up to that table afterwards and goes, "What happened to the silverware?" And they were like, "Oh, well, Gary used to bring that." They're like, "Oh, what happened to the placemats?" The table's no longer the same when I leave it. But if you leave my table and the table looks the same, you're no loss. Pushing the chair.
I thought you were gonna say, "What happened to the silverware?" Oh yeah, I think Gary
took it. Yeah, the Puerto Rican. That's the joke. Right?
It was
That's the joke.
It was silver.
Right? That's the joke.
Silverware. It was silver.
The Puerto Rican took it. That's the joke, right? I just want to understand if that's the premise of the joke, that the Puerto Rican must have took it.
No, it wasn't because you were Puerto Rican. It's got nothing to do with that, dog. Nothing to do with that. I've stolen my fair share of sets of silverware.
That's right. This was very early in my drug days, so it was like I wasn't stealing yet. I hadn't started to steal yet. See what happens?
Yeah, it's karma. Dude, I actually want to tell you about some. I said this to you the other day, but I'm having some very weird God moments, right?
Oh, okay.
And the weirdest one was I went out, not last night, the night before, Friday night, and I was out late, and I was worried about being able to get up on time to see my grandma, right? I set my alarm for 10 o'clock. You know what time I woke up?
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
No, dude.
6:30 at night.
This is a God moment.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's the time you were supposed to be up.
9:59 a.m.
Oh, 9:50 without an alarm clock.
Nah, dude. I went to sleep at like 3:30 or 4.
Yeah, he just woke you up.
Dude, just
okay.
And then the sun was out, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I slept through my alarm. And I look at the clock, and it's 9:59.
Wow. So you threw on your red hood, and you grabbed your basket, and you started your way to Grandma's house. Continue.
And I went over the river and through the woods.
Okay.
Got to Grandma's house, and we had several bowls of porridge.
Now, when you got there, was she sitting at the table or was she in bed up to her neck? Kind of looked a little different.
She did.
A little hairy, like she didn't shave for a while.
Yeah. And I just thought it was because she's Polish.
Is she Polish?
She is, yeah.
Oh, so you got a little Polish in you?
Yeah.
That explains.
Yeah, that's the dumb part.
Oh, see why you have to say that, man. See, fucking always racist. I was thinking that explains how you're tall and have this glow that emanates from me. Emasculates from behind you.
Globes from behind me.
That permeates.
Emanates. Excretes. I think that's the word you're looking for. It excretes.
I used the word precaution the other day. Last night, in fact. I said, you
were like, here, hold on, dude. Take some precaution before you hit this angel dust.
I was doing, you put this helmet on. What's that? That's a precaution, right? I was saying how, like to make sure I reach my goal from 2024, which was to not be the murder victim of 2024, that I had to put in precautions. And he said, that's the wrong word. You mean, what was the word he was telling me? Pro. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Hold on, where's my phone?
Was it a text message? Is it up
No,
on
no,
the
I
counter?
remember looking it up. So it should be.
He looked the word up. What was the one that I said
Because-
to you the other
Because I
day?
said, wait a minute, are you right? Pro.
No, was it
Caution was one.
peripherally?
Oh, you can't even say the
Yeah,
word.
dude, peripheral.
Precocious. He said the word's precocious.
No, it's not.
And I said, are you sure? Because I don't think that's the word. And he's like, yeah, you're saying it wrong. And then I looked it up right in front of him. And I said, precocious is having developed certain abilities or proclivities. Proclivities. Oh, there you go. That makes sense. At an earlier age than usual. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I took steps to make sure that I would make it through to 2024 and not to be the first murder victim.
Mhm.
I put precautions, which comes from the word caution,
Mhm.
which stems from the word, the original Greek word, and comes from the Latin text, which means cock, which is what you are, a big cock, telling me that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
It could have been. You might have used the wrong word before it, like I don't know, preposition or something like that. You take precautions, or you took precautions.
I said, you guys made it without even trying. I had to put in precautions.
Yeah, I think you would say take precautions. I think it was to
I had
put
to
in
take
precautions,
whatever.
or put in
I might have
precautionary
said
measures.
take precautions.
Yeah.
I said I had to take precautions. I know I said it right. Okay.
You didn't have to take precocious.
I didn't have to take precocious. The fuck out of here. Everybody
Who was it?
changing
Who
up
was
words
it? Who was it?
nowadays,
Who was
man.
it? Who was it? Who was
Sal.
it? Sal.
You know that dude Sal that Mike brings around? Open micer.
No.
That's right. Your life's not worse off or better off for that.
All right.
It's exactly where it is. Right where you are. That's where you are. It doesn't bring it no other way.
Okay.
Some people, like I always tell people, like my old bully, he passed away and you never even met him, but your life is safer. Your world is a better place without him on this earth.
Ray said you nailed that punchline last night. Some punchline to a joke.
You nailed that punchline last night. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, last night was a fun set, man.
King Handles wants to know, when do we start talking about pierogies?
Was your grandmother big into pierogies?
Dude, yes, bro.
I love pierogies.
Oh man, and kielbasa and sauerkraut too, which I don't eat.
No. Kielbasa is one of those big sausages that I don't fuck with.
Thank you.
All right, I don't fuck with those big ass sausages. Fuck out of here with your phallical foods.
That's why we're friends.
Yeah, and I don't fuck with sauerkraut either.
Yeah,
I don't like it. Sorry, fuck you. Okay, I don't like that. But pierogies, here's the question. Here's the big debate, King Handles.
I'll tell you.
What?
Potato
Isn't that what's in the pierogi?
or cheese? No, there's potato and cheese.
Yes, he throws some cheese in there too.
No, potato or cheese. Potato or cheese.
No, mine is usually potato with cheese.
Well,
You know they mix it.
They do sometimes. Yeah, you can get a mix.
Well, the good ones are mixed.
I like them pure potato.
Well, because you're a racist.
That's correct.
My pierogies say we can all get along. That's what my pierogies say. But that wasn't even the question. See, because you always got to make.
Do you
always-
use queso cheese in there, like a little cheddar jack or something, or is it white American?
No. What I get has it in there. I don't put them in them. I don't make my own pierogies, dog. I'm not fucking Polish. You know what I'm saying? I'm Puerto Rican. I'm too busy growing my own cocoa beans and shit like that. But what I'm saying is the question is not cheese or potatoes. You get the cheese and potatoes together. The question is boiled or fried.
It's fried, dude. What do you?
Okay. Just wanted to make sure we're on the same
So you're not
page.
an onion guy.
No, but I'm saying Polish is usually boiled.
Mm-hmm.
Like usually the Polish people are like, oh, you fry it. That's not the way to do it. You're supposed to boil it like a ravioli. But I don't. I like it fried in butter, brown, little crunch. Where like when the potato hits your roof, yeah. And then you swallow it and you stoop it, and you just take the other one too. Yeah, I can't even argue that.
It was this one.
I don't remember doing that, but
Just did, dude.
I know that you no, I said like fanning your mouth. Go fuck yourself. I'm not gonna let it get to me. Okay, I don't fucking care. Do you think I am P Diddy over here?
Fake.
Yo, daddy.
Uh-oh. Yes, Lauren in the house with the correct answer of fried with onion.
Fried with onion. What's up, Lauren? Fried with onion? See, no, keep the onions off my shit. Like I'll be watching cooking stuff with Cyril, right? I'll be watching some cooking shit. He watches a lot of that shit on his TV, and I'll be like, that looks delicious. And then they're like, then we're gonna put some fucking this on it and that on it. I'm like, they just fucked it up. They just fucked it up. It was good right there. Then they have to throw this stack of shit before you even get to what the main thing is. And it's delicious. No.
I hate when they fuck it up with some bullshit
Tomatoes,
sauce.
onions, sauces I can do. But keep those pickled anything.
Yeah, but when it's
pickle this, pickle that, onions and all that shit. Put that on the side. Let the person put that on themselves. Don't give me that on a fucking plate. And I hate those sandwiches that you eat and it just gets all over your hands.
I know. Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, it's
apart.
disgusting.
Gross. They might as well throw it in a fucking bowl. Don't give me those nasty ass fucking sandwiches.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, besides the onion thing, we like our pierogies the same way. That's how my grandma makes them too. Fried. Sautés the onions in butter. But I mean, she'll make them for you if you want to come up for some pierogies. She'll make them for you without the onions.
I would like to try grandma's pierogies. You don't have to do no. You can make. I don't mind.
Well, they're just frozen ones. You just
I don't mind. I don't mind the onion, the taste of onions.
Yeah,
but I scoop it off. I'm not gonna eat the onions.
So what is it? What don't you like about the? Well, hold on.
Texture.
Oh, it's a texture thing.
Slimy.
Yeah, I get that. But when they're fried and you get them like crunchy and stuff like that.
Crunchy,
you like them crunchy?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Like
because that's what I like.
Where they put them crunchy on top.
Oh, well, those are the straws that because they're like breaded and fried. The onion straws.
No, just regular, just fried.
Oh, just fried onions.
I mean, I can fuck with someone. I've gotten a little better with the onions if they look kind of fried.
But I never ate onions until about 4 years ago, and then something in my palate switched.
The dick. For some reason, now I like pickles.
Yeah, Lauren says onion sauteed are good and fresh ones at Stop and Shop. But you know what? That my grandma does shop at the Stop and Shop in Manchester. So yeah, she might get the fresh ones.
Nah, I get the one in the blue box.
Yeah, Mrs. T's.
Yeah,
Mrs. T's. They're legit, dude. They're legit.
Is she Polish?
She's Ukrainian.
Is she?
Yeah.
Is pierogies a big thing for Ukrainians?
Well, dude, it's
a very white thing, right?
Yeah,
white people like pierogies.
Well, you know what's funny, dude, is when you think about it, there's the same sort of meal that like the same potato stuff thing, and they got the knish, you got ravioli, you got pierogies. The Indians make something called
raviolis. They make raviolis with potatoes in them.
No, they don't. But
how dare you even say that as an Italian? How dare you say that?
Did you say Italian? I think you just said Italian.
Well, isn't there a capital I?
Yeah. Italian.
What?
That's like saying you're you're Puerto Rican.
No,
there's a capital P in front of
Puerto Rican. But I'm just saying, it's a capital I, right? Puerto from Port.
Mexican. Did I say it right?
Right? Puerto. I don't know anything. I don't speak Spanish, man. Puerto Rican.
Melissa Torres comes in and says, "Oh my God, LMAO."
Melissa, what's up?
And
Tell my brother I said what's up.
Lauren says, "Love the knish, so good."
I can fuck with a good knish. A little mustard on there, maybe.
I like salt and pepper, no mustard. Just
I can do it just like that with salt and pepper too. I can fuck with a good knish, but not all knishes are good. It's the outside, how that outside tastes is really important. Certain things, and also it's like I don't know, like are you big on beef patties?
Like the Jamaican beef patties?
Whoa! Yeah, no, really, the Jamaican beef patties. Are you into them?
Yemen.
Oh man,
I prefer, and this is, dude, speaking to the same point of the similarities between the Italian ravioli and the Poland pierogi is the empanada. An empanada is not very different from a Jamaican beef patty.
Are you really trying to compare the Jamaican beef patty and the Polish pierogi? Sometimes
No, not to those two things. No,
because that's totally different.
No, different
And
things.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm-
because that's actually like you know, I'm not big on empanadas either. I'm not even gonna come to the defense.
But dude, an empanada and a Jamaican beef
Chicken and
patty, they're
cheese.
very similar things. If you get a beef and potato empanada, what's the difference between that and a Jamaican beef patty? And I would actually argue that any Spanish version of an empanada is going to smoke any Jamaican beef patty.
That's what I would argue. It tastes a little better.
What's that? The
Spanish.
Oh yeah, dude, always. Not always.
Maybe it's
but-
only well. It could also be because every single Jamaican beef patty I ever ate came out of a box in my freezer,
or from a Spanish restaurant.
or the Italian restaurants in my neighborhood would have them too. The pizza places.
Yeah.
You know, you be able to go to a pizza place and let me get one of those shits.
Yeah, that's why I always like going to.
Where can you go nowadays to get one of those? Is there any place now that sells that? I don't even know. Like,
what, Jamaican beef patties?
where can you get a Jamaican beef patty? Where can I
You
go?
would
right
just have to
now?
go to a Jamaican. None around here, dude. Well, there's one Jamaican spot in AC, but I would not go there
Why not?
because it's fucking way down, dude, on
Dangerous.
the north side. Yeah, it's
dangerous.
just, there's a
I
lot
want
of.
to walk in there. Your life is not worth a Jamaican beef patty.
Not their Jamaican beef patties. I
Oh.
mean, it could be worth one Jamaican beef patty, but just not from that place in AC. You know,
Yeah, I get it.
King Handel says blasphemy.
I'm sure there was a lot of blasphemous stuff said just now. I just want to know which.
No,
one.
100% in reference to the Jamaican beef patty, and then the Spanish ones being. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, beef patties are greater than empanadas. Speaking as someone that has had them freshly made both times. Yeah, but who freshly
King
made
Handles,
them?
I'm sorry, man. Listen, this is why I say I accept difference of opinions. I think you're wrong. Okay, I think you're 100% completely wrong to even put them in the same category, man. I just, but you're allowed to your opinion. I just think that beef patties are not better than empanadas. But then that's also coming from somebody who doesn't really eat either of those things. I'm not big on either of them.
Dude, Self's the empanadas that Self and his, well, it's probably, I don't know if he makes them or if it's his wife. So
They're delicious.
amazing, dude.
Yeah.
The best empanadas I've honestly
Well, that's
I
the
think I've
thing.
ever had.
I will say this: I've had empanadas that made me go, "Oh, that's a good." I've never had a beef patty that made me go, "Oh, wow, that's
Yes,
a
dude.
delicious beef patty."
I feel exactly the same way.
And I used to get my beef patties in the pizza place. That's where they used to have them, and I would have them cut it open, put some mozzarella cheese in that bitch with some pepperoni.
And now it's a calzone. No, panzerotti. No, yeah, calzone,
It's a Jamaican pizza pocket.
which is a panzerotti.
I don't know what fucking language you're talking.
Dude,
Dude.
look. And this goes even further to what I was saying before. Is all these cultures have the same thing, right? Look, you have a look.
What up, Jake? Jake
Yeah.
Hudson says hello. First time commenter? Not
Second.
sure. Hey,
Yeah, look,
Jake,
this is a
what's up, baby?
panzerotti, dude.
That's
This is
a
a fucking
panzerotti.
empanada. Yeah,
Let
look,
me see.
boom.
But
See?
but what's in it?
Sauce, cheese, and some sort of meat. Usually, I mean,
Pepperoni.
What's
See,
that?
because I said mozzarella and pepperoni. Is that mozzarella and pepperoni with beef?
No, I mean, dude, it just depends on what you order in it. I mean, it's like getting a pizza. You can get them plain, where it's just sauce and cheese, or you can get it with pepperoni or beef or sausage or whatever you want. So it's the same thing. And
No, it's not.
and honestly, this is really, really starting to prove my point that all of this food comes from the Tartarian culture, and it's just left over and showing up in different forms across the world.
I disagree with you. I don't think it's the same thing. I think it's different. I just think it's different. I don't think it's the same thing. I could be wrong. Hey, Stormy sent you. Jake, dope, man. That's right. I remember. This is, I think, second time here.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, man. Big up to Stormy. We haven't seen her in a minute, man. Hope everything is well. Hope the new year is treating you right, man. Gary needs a calzone. Not big on the calzones either.
You're starting to get like Steinbrenner. He gets a little angry when he doesn't.
Not
have his
big.
calzone.
I'm not big on the calzone. I'm big because that's one of those things that they can get real messy. I like what's the other one? The
Stromboli.
I think
Yeah.
the stromboli holds it a little better.
Well, and the stromboli is also baked, not fried. So a panzerotti's Panzerotti's fried, and a calzone is usually baked. So that's the big main difference. Stromboli also interchangeable with pizza bread. At least in
Well, I do
South
like
Jersey,
a
that's what they call
beefcake
it.
every now and then, cut open, mozzarella and pepperonis on it.
Beefcake.
I mean, whatever that shit is, the beef, whatever the
beef
fucking
patty?
beef patty, yeah.
Yeah, and see that's the thing that throws me off too. It's the word patty. Like a beef patty is a hamburger, right? That's what a beef patty is. That's an all beef patty. So it's like
Yeah.
the name is like, dog, it's an empanada. You're eating beef empanadas. Am I wrong?
You're wrong. It doesn't taste the same.
Well, of course it doesn't taste the same,
Then
but
it's
that's because
not.
of the seasoning. The seasoning is different, but
No,
it's
isn't even like
listen,
the
dude.
outside part different?
Listen. No.
Then why does it taste different? Why is it different colors?
Whoa, dude. You want to talk about
Why does everything have to
racism
come
in
back to
food,
race?
dog? Like, geez.
Why does
Yeah,
everything
what?
have to come back to
I do
race?
not judge an empanada based on the color of its outside texture and skin. I don't care if it's deep fried or baked.
No, I'm just telling you, it's not the same. And that's the reason why empanadas are better, because they're not the same. The outside is a little more flaky. On a beef patty.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm saying beef patties are flaky.
So you're saying there's a difference in the skin? Is that what you're saying?
On the outer coating, you can call it skin if you want. I will say the outer coating, and it's flaky.
I do not judge my empanada by the color of its outer coating, but by the contents of its inner.
Stop banging on the table. I told you that about last time. This motherfucker is a table banger. Everywhere we go, we sit in a meeting, he's banging on tables. He's a table banger. He's practically a Nazi when he speaks. He's just dying to get in front of a big room of people to shout fucking just yell shit. Gato Gordo says, thanks for kind of defending empanadas. Flaky versus cornmeal. If that's what it is, that's what it is.
I think that's an accurate description.
I've been turning everything into wraps lately. I bought myself a couple of those fucking the flour tortillas.
Mm-hmm.
I put that shit around everything.
See, now
everything. I make a chicken, I cut the chicken up, wrap it in a tortilla. Bake steak, wrap it, throw some cheese on that bitch, meal. Make some rice, throw it in there too, meal. Don't have to sit there and make a whole meal. Just wrap it in a tortilla, meal. Fucking meal. Gato Gorda says Colombian empanadas, which G has definitely had with me, are cornmeal and deep fried. Beef patties and others are flaky. Yes, they're flakes. I said it. They're flaky, man. Love the mug Gary has. Thank you. It's a loner.
It's a loner. His other one's in the shop.
Yeah, man. See, I got my.
Oh yeah, and here, hold on. I got to show the. You got the candy cigarettes.
Yeah, somebody threw that in. Look, we just lit it up. You can't see it. Lights up. You can't even see that. Look at it. Lights up. My little night light.
Keeps the monsters out from
monsters away, dude.
Under his bed.
It keeps the monsters away, man. There's definitely something above my head at like stop. You ever hear like somebody live in houses, man?
That's water. That's water leaking through the subfloor. That's what that is above you.
Neighbors upstairs, man. I think we got a person up there with one leg or something. It's just it's not normal walking.
You sure it's not a head going?
I mean, sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. I mean, I know that toilet upstairs got broken with somebody's body. That I know, because I heard it. But what are you gonna do? I hate when my neighbors put me in a position of, am I supposed to call the cops now? I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. I hear you getting murdered up there, but what am I supposed to do right now?
No, you stay in your
own
own
business.
business.
Supposed to go knock on the door? Hey, you guys all right in there? Am I supposed to go rat and call the cops and be like, someone's getting murdered upstairs? Or am I supposed to fucking, pull down my shades, put in the earplugs, and be like, Horton hears domestic violence and doesn't do anything? You know what I'm saying? Just roll over. Not gonna lie. I go with the rollover. I go with the rollover. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to feel bad after that? Because if it winds up someone gets murdered, then in reality, I'm glad. I'm glad I didn't go up there. That could have been me. And then they're like, call on the cops. Now it's a murder. I'm no rat.
Now you got to testify.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't like being in court.
No, I can't picture
You
me
got-
being in court going,
You got warrants.
you know, I was
You're on the
there,
line.
you know, I was trying to watch some porn and go to sleep, but all I kept hearing was banging. So I had to turn my porn louder. And then the neighbors next door to me started banging. And I'm like, well, if they wasn't banging upstairs, I wouldn't have to play it so loud. And then, you know, I had to lower my shit. And that's when I heard, help me, help me. But that time I figured by the time the cops got here, then they're going to be no help. So I just went back to sleep. Am I bad? Am I the wrong guy for that? I don't know. Maybe I am. Michelle, what's up, mama? How you feeling? Michelle says, hi, guys. Love and miss you. And we love and miss you,
too.
Michelle.
Yep.
Big up to you. It's been a minute since we've seen you. Glad you're here. You know, same thing with you, Gato, man. It's so good to see you back, man. I hope everything went well. When did you get back, right? Or are you still on the road? I know you're traveling, man. So, you know, I got a call yesterday out of the blue from Joe Bruno.
No way. Really?
Yeah,
Big Joe
yeah.
Bruno, eh?
Yeah. He called me up out of the blue, you know, to tell me don't buy a beagle. And I said, well, I probably wouldn't get a dog anyway. I travel too much. He's like, look, just don't get a beagle.
I guess he just got a beagle.
Google that shit first. Google it first. And then we went on to talk about some of the craziest shit. And when we came to this point where it was like just insanity, he said, what is that? Jet?
Yeah, it's a jet dog.
That's a jet, right?
Uh-huh. If we start to hear helicopters and
I think it's gonna be a drone. I think I'm gonna walk out like of the house, go to my car, and a little drone's gonna come up, and I'll be like, "Oh shit, that's a."
See, I think the difference is you're just gonna get it like a poison dart right to the neck, and it's gonna be because they're definitely gonna want to examine you. You know, they were gonna take you to that same spot out in Utah where they do the probing.
I don't think they want to examine me.
No, dude, they definitely want to know.
They're gonna say it was a heart attack. That's what they're gonna.
They want to check out that pineal gland of yours and see what happened to it.
That gland, what, the one back here, or the one up, the one like right there. Right
Yeah, the third eye.
The one that they stabbed on you a bunch of times every time you went to go get fucking tested.
Yeah, but I don't. I have fluoride-free
fucking-
toothpaste, dude. I don't use fluoride.
What the fuck does that mean, man?
The fluoride is what calcifies the pineal gland.
They use that shit as a punching bag with the fucking shoving shit up your nose
dude.
like a punching bag.
So I talked to my brother about this. The flu, right? I went to the doctor, right?
It's pronounced the flown. Get it right.
So I go to the urgent care because my fever was like 104 or something like that, right? And of course I didn't want to go to the doctor, and my
But
wife
you did.
well, my
104.
wife asked me to go, so I went for her, right? So, and to be honest, I had a cough, so I was hoping, you know, maybe I get a bottle of, you know, syrup or something like that. And they gave me something for the cough, but it was just some pills or some shit.
Yeah, it wasn't even good.
No, I mean, I
You
still
wanted
sniffed them,
something
but you know, because I was sick, dude. My stomach hurt. No, so I go in there, right, and they give me a. She says, we're gonna test you for the flu or for COVID. We're gonna give you a flu test and a COVID test, right? So then she comes in, and she swabs my nose.
Okay.
Right, and then she comes back. She said you have to wait 15 minutes, and then she comes back, right?
What you do for 15 minutes?
I just sat there in the room.
Magazines.
No, I was on the butcher paper.
So you're sitting there like a slab of meat on the butcher
with my pants off.
Yeah, fucking nice.
And I was just in there for the flu, dude, and she wanted me to strip all the way down.
Yeah, I don't know why my doctor always makes me do that too.
But so they gave me this doctor administered a flu and a COVID test is how she said it to me. She's like, you're gonna take a flu test and a COVID test.
Okay.
She comes in, she swabs my nose. 15 minutes later, she comes back and said,
"You're good."
She said, "You have the flu." Right.
Okay.
And really what it was a COVID test, and I tested negative for COVID. And that's why I have the flu, because I don't have COVID.
So it was a guess.
And dude, I mean, all a doctor ever does is fucking guess. They just treat your symptoms. I mean, that's the thing. They're not curing anything. It really doesn't matter. I mean, it matters what you have so they know what to give you, but it's like, you know, they're just giving you stuff to hit symptoms. It's not ever attacking anything.
You don't have to convince me that I can't trust my doctor. Yeah. You don't have to convince me. You know, And it was good. What's up, dog?
What
Shout out to you.
boy.
Shout out to you. Trying to do some more street interviews ASAP.
Oh well, we got the rest of the outfits. I actually got them in the car. I got to show them to you after the show.
Yeah, man, that was fun, man. We got some clips. It was fun. You know, not something I love doing, but it was fun. I got into it.
You would never be like, yo, Brian, can you film this shit for me?
I would never be like, Brian, let's go to this place and start talking to people on the street.
Right.
But you wanted to do it, and I said, fuck it, I'll do it.
Dude, I think it's fun seeing what random people you don't know. Well, and then they want to be on camera.
Well,
like, what do they want to say?
The last chick that we spoke to, remember with the hat that you liked?
Oh, dude, one of the most impeccably dressed women I've ever seen
Very
in my entire life.
intelligent.
Dude, that was like
well
a $2,500 hat, dog.
Yeah, very well put together. She just hit me up. She's gonna be out in AC next week.
Oh,
to
that's
to the
right.
show.
Yes,
Yeah,
dude, yes,
real
yeah,
deal.
because they were Jersey girls, right?
Well, they said they do AC a lot. I don't know if they're Jersey or Philly or what it was, but they said they do AC a lot. Gato Gorda says the Camden alter ego always wants to come out and party.
He's talking about me. Yeah, I do have a little of that.
Melissa said, who had the flu?
We had the flu.
Oh, you had the flu. It was bad. Yeah, but you guys drink a lot. It could have just been a really bad hangover. I'm only fucking with you. Gato Gorda says they don't make loot curing you. They need to keep you on maintenance. That's what I say. It's like when it comes to these people, when it comes to people who go for
Suboxone?
Nah,
Methadone?
when they for the mind, dude. When they go to talk to
Psychiatrist?
a psychiatrist or a therapist,
Mm-hmm.
curing you takes away their money.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to cure you
Mm-hmm.
at all. They want you to keep coming to them once a week, whatever it is, once a month. They want you to keep doing that. You're their bread and butter. They don't want you to fucking get better.
The problem I
It's
have
like a coke dealer hoping you go straight, hoping that you go straight edge. They don't. There's no coke dealer that hopes that they stop doing what they're doing. Not even weed.
unless they got to front you all the time. Then they're probably happy.
Nothing would get me more upset when I used to hustle back in the day. Nothing would get me more upset when a loyal customer who picked up like every day 320s or 3/8 every day, you know, and didn't ask for like an ounce, picked it up in small pieces so you can make the full, you know, let me get 4/8, not realizing that that's a quarter, and that, you know, if you ask for a quarter that goes in one bag, you could pay a little less. Let me get 4/8, you know what I'm saying? So then they would come up to me after I've been like, they're in my budget. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how
right.
That's how
right.
loyal and on point they were. They're part of my budget. Oh, so and so, I'm gonna make this much, and then they come and go, yeah, I'm stopping to smoke weed. And I'd be like, why? Like one of my boys, Timmy, I'm gonna quit. Why? I'm becoming a cop. Why are you gonna go and do that? You know, I want to do something good. Do me some good. Fuck that cop shit. Stay smoking weed, dog. I got a kid. It's only in the 5th grade. I got to get him through fucking the rest of their shit.
I got to get him through his free public education.
Nah, man. My kids went to private school, dog.
Oh, you said in the Christian school, right?
Of course, man.
All the way up?
All the way up, beginning to end.
Damn,
man. No private
son.
education. I don't trust the government to get propaganda. I'm going to put the propaganda I want in their head.
Oh, yeah. Trust the church.
No,
The
I
church
want
is a
God
great place.
propaganda in their head. And you know what? I always
Did you
came
send it to a
home-
Catholic school?
I was
Please tell
real-
me it was a Catholic school.
No, Christian.
Damn.
And I'd
Jesuit?
be the one to find out. Isn't it all Jesuit? But I'd be the one to find out what they're saying. And if they were saying something different, I'd say they're fucking wrong. When you go to school tomorrow, let them know your father said this. I don't give a shit. I'm paying. King Handel says, haven't been sick since I got the China virus. Is there a China virus? Oh, they're all China viruses, aren't they?
No. The big one. The big C.
Oh, the Oriental virus. Melissa Soros says, so true. Putting so true as a comment is dangerous because we don't know exactly what it is you're saying so true about. And it could be after we were talking something you totally disagree with now, and you meant that for before. And we're like, so true, right? Isn't that what I'm saying? Yeah. All children should be smacked in the face at least twice a week, even if they're doing everything right, just to keep them in check so they know who the pack leader is.
Melissa Torres says so true.
Melissa Torres says so true. Sorry, Mel.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you, Mel. Yeah, I haven't really. No, I've gotten sick. I've gotten sick a couple of times. But listen, that happens. I fucked up this weekend and I ate a cookie that this motherfucker gave me. And he told me, oh, just eat half. Half was, half is cool. So I ate, the whole cookie because if half is cool, then I'm thinking I was, and it's funny too, because somebody had sent me I guess so many things all the time. A thing about when you got to shit or throw up, and there was a video of the dude like going to throw up, then standing up and sitting down, then standing up. And I'm like, that's a fucking amateur.
Did
You grab the
puke
fucking
on the
garbage
toilet?
can. Yeah, you grab the garbage can, you put the garbage can by your face, you shit out one end and blow it out the mouth. And that's what happened to me, thanks to that fucking whole cookie. It was, but then it was like I was falling asleep. Then I had like 3 bowls of fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Then I heated up a little wrap that I had. Then I went to sleep and I was like,
It's the sugar. It's the sugar right before I go to bed that'll flip me.
I was fucked up, dude. I was like sweating.
I'm glad you had fun.
It was sweat. And then I'm just so high. I'm just like, and I'm going to pull back my head. I'm like, oh God. At one point, because I got the squatty potty, so my knees are up and I got my cigarette. I was like this. Oh God.
I gotta ask you something. What's the deal with the squatty potty?
If you don't got one, you might as well be licking your own asshole clean, man. You're a savage.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're a savage. And I noticed you don't have one, fucking savage, but it's not your house, so I'm not gonna blame you.
Yeah, but I don't have a problem pooping.
So you say. There's a lot of people who think that, they don't have problems.
I have a problem pooping. Is there a lot of people that think I have a problem pooping?
You don't know you have a problem till you do it right. You don't know you're doing it wrong till someone shows you how to do it right. The squatty potty, that shit just silent, quick, clean. You can wipe your ass and blow your nose with the same tissue. Save some money.
You wipe your nose first or second?
No, you do it second. You don't want to get your boogies on your ass.
Oh, that's true. What does Michelle say?
Melissa says so true.
Michelle says squatty potty rules. We have it.
That's right. It rules, man. Once you go squatty potty, you can't
just
go
lift
back.
your legs up. Not as comfortable.
I mean, you could try. You can do it. You could hold your legs up.
You ever seen those toilets they got in Japan that are on the floor?
Well, that's because that's the way you're supposed to do it. It fires right. It's supposed to. It straightens the colon.
The rectum.
The rectum, the rectum taken from the Latin.
Is that why I see all my gay friends squatting all the time?
I don't know. I don't know where you visit all your gay friends.
In the bathroom.
Well, then, yes, that would explain it. But yeah, man. King Handler's going to agree with Gary here. If it improves bowel movements, I'm all for it. These number 2s are getting more difficult. Listen, they're probably getting more difficult because they're fucking with our food even more. You want that shit to shoot the fuck out of there. You won't want nothing hanging around.
This is what you do. In the morning, you wake up, you have a double espresso, right? You file that down with a Newport 100. And then you come back inside. And when you feel like you're going to shit your pants, you have another double espresso, right? And then you go and take a shit. And you will literally clean out your colon. I've actually been trying to convince the American Medical Association.
Minus the squatty potty, there's a bend. So even though it shoots out, it's like a fucking trap on a.
Not my intestines, dog. My intestines are straight as an arrow.
No, dude, you're bent.
They are, dude. They're
fucking
not bent, dude.
Once those knees, you're not meant to sit like that, man. That's a European thing, man. Sitting on the toilet like that with your legs straight and flat, like you're sitting in a chair. It's not the way it's supposed to be, buddy.
I'm a European.
There has to be knees up, straighten it out. Because what happens, just like with plumbers will tell you, it stays in the bottom. That's where it all fucking congregates and then builds up. And next thing you know, you're drinking Drano just to fucking clear your pipes.
I thought this tasted a little weird.
I'm just telling you, man. You don't know until you do it. Once you do it, then you're like, oh wow, this is much better.
That's
Michelle
been my argument
says,
for crack for a number of years.
Michelle says, I'm a midget, Brian, so no, I need my squatty potty.
Is that she get to get up to the toilet?
Yeah, she has 2 reasons for it to get up on the toilet. To get down. Love you, Michelle. Love you, Michelle. Real hardcore G fan, too, because she's like, I'm a midget. That's right. Don't ever call yourself anything less. You're not a little person to me. You're a full fucking. You're bigger than most people I know. All right, bigger than Brian, this tall ass motherfucker. He got you in height, but what you lack in height, you make up for just in human being.
Thank you.
Not you, her. You fucking half a twit.
Twat.
No, twit was the right word. I like the glass, but whatever. You know, whatever.
What the Pilsner?
Yeah, it's fucking cool, I guess.
Yeah, it's nice, right? That's
I
like the kind of
guess.
glass that, like, when the bartender pours a beer on it, he takes a knife and swipes off the top of the foam.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, man. I've been watching Love You Too, Michelle. I've been watching a lot of older movies, man. I can't get into these new movies. I fucking hate them. I hate them. I tried watching a couple this weekend on Netflix, and it was like I watched it and I already knew what it was. It's like I knew what it was. Everybody's gay, everybody's a lesbian, the dude is a dick, he can't handle his own, he can't change a tire, the chick gotta save him, she has all the it's so fucking annoying. And I just can't watch them. So I gotta go back to more family orientated movies like Death Wish and shit like that. I'm still bugging out on that. I saw Death Wish, dude, in the theater at 4 years old. It came out in 1974. I was 4 years fucking old. And I watched what I believe to be one of the most brutal rape scenes ever in a movie at 4 years old. Probably wasn't even as bad as I remember it if I watched it now. But back then I was like, whoa, definitely scarred. Came out of there definitely different,
They made 4 of them?
Yeah, man. They kept him killing. And what's crazy is they were all basically the same.
Yeah, I mean, dude, John Wick, right? It's like an old version of John Wick.
But the messed up thing with this is John Wick, they don't keep killing his dog. You know what I'm saying? Like in every Death Wish movie, there's a rape. Like I think the second one, because his daughter lives the first one, and the wife dies. And then I think in the second one, they get the daughter again.
Okay, so I'm gonna read the storyline from.
That's the crazy shit. I think they're all like basically exactly the same. Somebody that he loves gets raped.
Yeah,
I think in every single episode, I think.
Yeah, so it says open-minded architect Paul Kersey returns to New York City from vacationing with his wife.
This is part 2 or the first one?
No, this is the first one.
Yeah.
Feeling on top of the world. At the office, his cynical coworker gives him a welcome back party with a warning of a rise of crime rate. But Paul, a bleeding heart liberal, thinks of crime as being caused by poverty. However, his coworker's ranting proves to be more than true when Paul's wife is killed and his daughter is raped in his own apartment.
Very horrible scene. Very horrible scene.
You want to see what Death Wish
but I don't even get that though. That crime is because of poverty. All right, well, you're in a poverty-stricken neighborhood, dog. There's gonna be crime.
Well, then his daughter gets murdered in the next movie.
Oh, the next one, the daughter gets murdered.
Yeah, next movie.
But I'm
his
sure
daughter
they rape her first.
and his housekeeper. It was 5 street punks from L.A.
Yeah, rape the wife, rape the maid, kill the daughter. Yeah.
Not rape the daughter, kill the maid.
No, I think the maid might live. They might kill the maid too, but I think she lives. The daughter dies in the second one.
Yeah, no. The maid died also.
Oh yeah, so they got them both on that one. No one stays. Yeah, I mean, how, basically the same thing.
And then if we go over to Death Wish 3, he arrives back in New York City and is forcibly recruited by a crooked police chief to fight street crime.
That's right. That's the one where the cop says, "I know all the shit about you, and if you don't want me to take you down, then you're gonna do it for me."
And it was 1985.
Yeah.
So I guess the crack epidemic was probably in full force.
And we needed some good vigilantes on the scene.
Yeah. So
yeah.
It's a little propaganda play.
4, I think it's a whole neighborhood that he saves with a bazooka out of a second floor window at one point, which is pretty awesome.
It's called Death Wish 4, The Crackdown.
Yeah, that's what he just says.
Takes on members of a vicious Los Angeles drug cartel to stop the flow of drugs after his girlfriend's daughter dies of an overdose.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. You do not want to be Charles Bronson's daughter in any movie.
You don't want to be Charles Bronson's friend. You don't even want to be his friend, dog. Michelle says, first of all, King Handle says, at Gary, check out the 1883 TV show. Which one?
1883 is the name of the show.
I think
it's the precursor to the show Yellowstone. It's like a prequel series. They did 2 of them. Yeah, I guess I've never really seen it, but Yellowstone.
All right, you know what, man? King Handles, I am gonna check that out, and then if it's good, you have good standing, and I will take your things, that you tell me to watch. I'll take that shit to be like, yo, I gotta watch it. If it sucks, I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna watch that, dude. You told me to watch this shit last time, and
Most of Taurus says so true.
Michelle Balducci says the rape scene that scared me was with Jodie Foster in The Accused. Is that the one where she's in the back of the bar in front of like everybody? Is that the one? That's like, it's like based on a true story.
And that was in '88. Was that like her first big film? Was that her? Her
Jodie Foster was in her first big film, Taxi Driver. When she was like 15 or something like that.
I think you're right, actually.
And she plays a prostitute
Mm-hmm.
who the dude becomes obsessed over.
Yeah, Michelle says yes on the pool table.
Yeah, getting raped on the pool table. I mean, yeah, that's the movie where they tried to tell women to behave themselves because she was being very promiscuous. And, that's when women said, listen, if I want to bang one dude on the pool table or on the pinball machine, that doesn't mean everybody else gets to join in, okay? Because that's what wound up happening. Horrible movie, by the way.
Dude, it's based on a true story.
Yeah,
dog.
based on a true story. And yes, I agree. That was definitely up there in the top 10 worst rape scenes probably ever. Which one wasn't? Like, have you ever? I actually have watched a movie where I was like, thank God that rape scene wasn't that bad. I have watched movies where I said that. Oh, thank God the rape scene wasn't that bad. It was like he just closed the door and he grabbed her, and that was it. The rest is left to your mind. And in my mind, I make them very polite. To make it easier, I make them very polite. King Handel says, I've seen better plots on Pornhub. Better plots than what?
Probably Death Wish.
Death Wish
2 through 3.
I mean, the first one I liked. Second one I said, okay, go kill more people. I've watched all of them. I'm not gonna lie, but it was just basically to watch Charles Brunson shoot people in the face. King Handel says, nothing will ever beat the fear I felt watching Pet Sematary, the original one, and The Exorcist, the original one as a kid. The Exorcist, to this day, is still one of the scariest fucking movies ever made.
Incredible.
Don't even like to watch it. Very disturbing. Pet Sematary, I actually saw the original one the other day. Because like I said, I've been watching a lot of old movies to me, man. And it was good. I mean, I don't know. I don't find scary movies to really be scary, but the Exorcist was. The Exorcist was, and I didn't see it as a kid, so I saw Exorcist as a kid, and I remember that was getting banned from theaters. They were banning it from theaters. Parents were going home not able to sleep at night, getting a little taste of what their kids go through on Halloween.
I did a little digging actually into Jodie Foster and her starting out on Taxi Driver. So she had a minor role in the movie Alice, and then Scorsese cast her as a child prostitute in Taxi Driver. And according to
which there's no such thing of, by the way.
Right.
There's no such thing as a child prostitute. What that is a victim being trafficked. Children can't consent to sex, so how could you be a prostitute?
And it says to be able to do the film, Foster had to undergo psychiatric assessment and was accompanied by a social worker on set. Sure, she was. Her older sister Connie acted as her stand-in in sexually suggestive scenes. Foster later commented on the role, saying that she hated the idea that everybody thinks if a kid's going to be an actress, she has to play Shirley Temple or someone's little sister. Now, this was the thing that...
No, I think if a child's going to become an actor, at some point, they're going to get their pickle tickled. That's what I think. The longer you are in it, eventually someone's going to tickle your pickle.
And here we go. During the filming, Foster developed a bond with co-star Robert De Niro, who saw serious potential in her. He saw serious potential in her and dedicated time rehearsing scenes with her.
I'm sure Roberto was nothing but good intentions, I'm sure. Because, Roberto isn't part of that fucking that crew. I hate to say it, but I think he is.
Oh.
I hate to say it because I love his movies. In fact, I like this movie so much, I'll still watch his movies. Unlike Tom Hanks. Go fuck yourself, Tom Hanks. Yeah. Can't watch not one fucking movie that he's done. Because in case you haven't heard, he's a pedo. Fucking I used to love saying that, dog. I used to love, well, enough people have said it that I can say it. You know, I mean, the last person who said it got thrown off a fucking bridge in front of a moving truck and they called it suicide. The day after he said, I'm not suicidal, or 2 days after he said, I'm not suicidal, then he took his life in one of the most brutal ways that you can think. I say took his life very like, you know, took his life, you know, but you didn't even see what I did because you're too buried into
No, I'm
your
listening.
fucking-
Yeah. You
Oh,
said I
you're
didn't
looking up to
didn't
see if
what
he's
you
a
did.
pedo.
No, I'm looking.
He's a pickle tickler, man. That's what he is. And his baby carrots that he likes to fucking play with.
Mhm.
You know, so I can't even watch his fucking movies.
baby
You know.
carrots.
Yeah, man. Woody has taken on a whole new meaning. True. Toy Story. Fuck, he's in that too. But you know what? I don't think I was gonna watch that movie again anyway.
I thought he was talking about Woody Harrelson.
No, he was talking about
Woody the toy.
Woody the toy.
Mm.
Woody Harrelson. I never heard really anything bad about Woody Harrelson.
Well, his dad was a fucking nut.
Well, his dad was a hitman. He wasn't a
Right.
nut. He can't be a nut. He was a hitman. He was
can't-
psychotic, not a nut.
Oh.
There's a difference because to be a hitman, you can't be like with your underwears outside your pants.
And that's a nut
That would be a nut.
with
Yeah,
a helmet.
with the helmet. If he's lucky, a lot of times they don't have the
If
helmet.
he's taking the right precautions.
If he's taking the right precautions, you know. But well, when he said Woody, I thought he meant Wood. What's the other Woody?
Oh, yeah, Woody in Toy Story.
No, the other Woody. Who's the other Woody? The one that does molest children and married one of them.
Oh, Woody.
The fuck is his name now?
No, it's not
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen. Yeah, Woody Allen.
He's like the worst. He's the worst. He married his adopted daughter. Are we allowed to adopt our wives now? You know what I'm saying? Literally raised her. I mean, I'll tell you this. She probably listens. She probably does exactly what it was. But I mean, that dude, give me a break. They have phone calls of him and the mother talking and her saying, I can't believe you did that to her.
Mhm.
I can't believe you
It's
did
Mia
what you-"
Farrow.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That
So
dude-
so
how is he not locked up? Isn't he still in America?
yeah. I mean, dude, he's still doing fine. So I was just looking at.
How? Can somebody please tell me that? How is nobody going at this man? He married his daughter, man, his stepdaughter.
He adopted her when she was somewhere between 5 and 7.
Yeah, somewhere between that.
And
How don't they know? Somewhere between, what was it, a guess? Is it like finding a puppy in the street and they go, how old is that? It's about 2 years. The fuck out of here. Where are you?
dude, I'm
Okay.
looking up this stuff about. I'm listening to you, but I'm also
Look,
looking up some
I'm just-
information about
I'm just
Previn.
having a conversation with you.
You're scolding me. You're scolding me.
We don't need receipts on everything. We don't
Huh?
need receipts on everything. I don't have to give receipts on anything. Do your own fucking research, people. This is called a conversation. I'm just having a conversation. And I don't need receipts on every fucking thing. But go ahead. Pull the receipts.
I don't want to.
Go ahead. Pull the receipts. King Handel says people would be surprised how complicit the parents are. Some of RK's victims are brought to him by the parents despite his reputation. RK.
R. Kelly.
Oh, I mean, yeah, with all of that, dude.
Mhm.
There's motherfuckers out there having kids just for that purpose. All right? There's people out there having children just for that purpose, man. To offer up their children to these fucking people, man. Sick fucking bastards. But hey,
I think
I
it's I think it's a
digress.
tale as old as time too, man. I think this has been going on.
Is all this time.
The Lolita Express.
I mean, they literally have been doing this forever.
Yeah.
And right now, you know, it's funny because when I said that they're gonna try to make that shit, you know, legal,
Normal.
everybody was like, "You're bugging.
Mhm.
You're bugging. There's no way." And I'm like, "Watch, dude." And then, you know, they keep trying to lower the age. Then they come up with a name to try to make us feel bad for them. They're not pedos. They're minor attracted people. Really? Okay. Well, they should get the same treatment. You know, I don't care what you want to call them. You know, they should still all get the same fucking treatment. And no, they're not babs. They're pedos. All right. I refuse to change the word to sound nicer for them. But then mark my words, man, bestiality is next. That's the next one that they're gonna want to get
You
everyone.
think that's
to
going to come
respect.
first?
Well, no, they're already pushing the pedo shit pretty hard.
Mhm.
You know, they want that. They want that to
And
be,
incest.
because there's a lot more people tickling the pickle than are that are fucking the mutt. You know,
We call it roughing.
they call it roughing. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot more people tickling the pickle than there are roughing. There's a bunch of them out there roughing, but they're like, wait your turn. It's not enough for you. You know, wait your fucking turn.
Dude, but what about those motherfuckers who were going after puppies? That's the real
Well,
problem.
that's my
Those
thing.
puppy pedos, dude.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know, at least
I always
wait.
say, if you got to protect the puppies, you know, because if you're fucking a German Shepherd, you know, that's consent. The fact that it's not eating you, you can't put constraints on it. Like, you can't put a muzzle on it, because then that's rape.
Mhm.
You can't put a muzzle on it.
Not bondage.
No. Not the first time.
Mhm.
Once you've been together with that animal for a few years, then you could explore whatever the fuck you want to explore. But if the first time you're doing bondage, then that's not the dog giving consent.
Uh-huh.
No fucking muzzle, no restrictions. That dog has to be willing to let you do it, or, you know, willing to hit it. You can't
Mhm.
force them. No peanut butter. You're not allowed to throw peanut butter on your booty hole to try to coax it over, because then you're tricking it. You know, it has to be consent, and it has to be a big dog. You know, this way, if he says no, he eats your fucking ass. But we need to protect the puppies, man. You know, the dogs that don't grow to be big dogs, like those fucking hot dog dogs, because, you know, they're a fucking target.
The Dachshunds.
They're a target. Those fucking, what are they called? Dachshunds?
Dachshund, yeah.
Yeah, the long ones, man. They're walking around looking like pocket pussies to these fucking sickos. That's what they look like to these fucking sickos, man. They're like fucking little pocket pussies with dog heads. King Anno, America is one of the few countries that you can openly do that shit.
Can't.
Or that you can't openly do that shit. It's an open market down in Dr. India, Philippines. DR India, Philippines.
Dr. India.
Dr. India. I watched that show.
That's what Nikki Haley's nickname was in college.
Yeah, man. Yeah, out there. That's why whenever someone goes, oh, you ain't never been to the Philippines, man, I'll go there all the time. I'm like, this dude fucks something strange. He's into strange shit. He's into either little children, or lady boys, or animals, or gerbils, or he's into something strange. That's why he goes there all the time. You know,
I think
this is a sick, twisted
you can
individual.
gerbil in the U.S. Yeah, gerbiling's legal here.
I don't think a person ever told me they visited, and I have a couple of people that I've met in my time that say they have visited more than once to Philippines, and I'm always, Stormy, what's up? And I'm always like, oh, not hanging out with this dude anymore. And I didn't. I only need to hear that once. I only need to hear, oh, I went to the Philippines. You know, one dude stood there for like 7 months. It was like, I loved it, yo. And I was like, this dude is too debaucherous for me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all I think about when you hear Philippines. What do you think about? And what's the other one? There's another one too. Thailand. If I hear you went to Thailand, I'm like,
Well, I want to go to Thailand, but not for the lady boys.
No, what, for the toddlers? Thailand got the toddler ticklers, yo.
No, dude, they got hair on. And if I'm gonna go to Thailand, that's, you know.
Would you please stop chasing the dragon? Let it go. Let it get away, dog. All right.
He wants to be chased. It's our game that we play.
It's a
He
little
runs,
game we
I chase
play.
after him. He runs, I chase after him.
No, man. That's it. The race is over. The time has come to say goodbye to all your dragon friends. All right?
I don't want to.
This isn't Game of Thrones anymore, baby.
No.
Stop banging the tables. See, I have to train this dude, man. He does that all the time. We'll be in a meeting. He's banging the table. I said, stop banging the tables. Stop it. You do that too much. Sometimes we have to be told this stuff. I was told that I say, you know what I'm saying too much. And I still do. I know I say it too much, but I don't say it as much as I used to. So imagine how much I used to say it back in the day. You know what I'm saying? See what I did there?
No, what are you saying?
Not much, which is usually what I'm saying. You know?
Not much.
That there's some good water. That's some good water.
Thank you.
You know, you can tell good water when you drink it. right? Because everybody be like, what do you mean good water? Ain't all water water? And I'm here to tell you it's not. All water is not just water. Is your mother just the mother? No. You can tell a good one when you're around it, right? The same thing with water. You drink a good glass of water, you're like, damn, that was a good glass of water. That wasn't no regular water. Hit the spot.
That's some splashy water.
Some special water.
I liked in what was it, Space Jam, when they got Mike's secret sauce and they're all drinking out of the water bottle. That Bugs tricked them into drinking to win the game. You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Mike's secret sauce.
Yeah, I remember that really well.
What's your take on that now?
I think he busted nuts in those things.
Bugs or
Nuts.
Jordan?
No, it's all of them. I think Mike busted a nut in that shit, and they all drank his semen. Gross.
I think there's some shit going on with Nike right now, and
There's always some shit going on with Nike right now. There's
Nike
always
and
shit going on with
Jordan.
Nike right now. And what's crazy is just like everything's just so fucking stupid right now. It's almost like I don't even fucking care anymore. You know?
Mhm.
It's like I almost don't fucking care anymore. And like, so now, so this is an election year, right? That's what this is. So they still have to do the primaries, right? That's what has to happen, the primaries.
Yep.
And then in the same year,
We'll
that
vote.
person will run for president.
Mhm.
They're not. Are they even doing Democratic primaries? Is anyone even going up against Joe other than nobody? Right? They're not even doing primaries. Aren't some of these places going? We're not doing primaries. We're giving it to Joe without even a vote. Incredible, man! It's incredible how a person can literally be a tyrant and then tell other people that they're tyrants. Michelle Balducci says New York sink water was good where I lived, but you couldn't even give $1 million to drink New Jersey water. Yuck. And we used to drink from hoses. I heard AC water is pretty good until just last week where you have to boil it.
Yep.
I heard that AC water was pretty good. I mean, I gotta be honest. I don't.
Most of the primaries are going to happen like soon.
Like very soon, right?
Yeah, like in March, April. I think one of them happens in June. It's like the latest one is in June.
You know, the truth is, man, I literally don't believe anything anyone's saying, because I was Team Vivek for a second. You know, like I was feeling him for a second. You know, not like if I was gonna vote, I would have voted for him, which I'm not gonna vote. So don't even bother coming in my direction trying to convince me of anything. No one's got my vote. But I was feeling him for a minute. And then I seen that thing where they show him speaking all the same talking points that Obama did. And like literally like almost word for word, even down to the thing of, you know, you give your friend the keys to the car and he crashes the car. Well, you ain't going to give the keys back. And then he's like, if your friend gets the keys to your car and it's like they're saying the same shit. The only difference is when Obama did it, he said it for the Democrats. And right now, Vivek is saying it for the Republicans, but it's the same fucking shit. And then I was like, wow, I feel bamboozled. You
Tricked.
got me, Vivek. I was feeling
Hoodwinked.
sincerity, man, but now I can't. What's going on here, man? What's going on? Why is everything like, you know? I don't know. King Handle says, Joe reminds me of when Ali was showing clear signs of brain damage, Parkinson, but his team still let him fight. But people still liked him back then.
So I just did a quick search on the 2020.
But yeah, I agree with that too, by the way, King Handle. That I will agree with. It reminds me of that too.
Yeah, I did it. So I never even heard of these other people. There's apparently two other people, Dean Phillips, who I've
Running
actually-
against Biden?
and Marianne Williamson. Yeah, they're running against Biden. They have actual campaigns and are filed with the Federal Election Commission. I've never heard Marianne Williamson's name once, ever. And she's on the Democratic primary ticket. Dean Phillips, I've heard of him before, but
Who is he?
he's the founder of Phillips Distilling Company. So he makes liquor, and he's a U.S. congressman from Minnesota. And then you got Sleepy Joe up here. But then you go over to the Republicans, and they put Trump at the bottom, which is hysterical. And they got DeSantis, Nikki Haley.
Oh, is that in order? Are they putting it as the top runner?
Well,
and look-
I mean, so look at what this. So they got the color, right? So they got the blue color.
And what's that mean?
It doesn't say, dude. There's no This is just
No
Wikipedia.
graph.
Yeah, it doesn't say, but this one's the orange one. This one's the pink one. Also, don't know what that means. But then they got orange or red, orange, purple, yellow, blue.
What does that mean?
Dude, I have no idea, dog. Why did they put it there? They must have put it there for something, right? Like what?
I don't know. Put the mouse over it. Does something pop up?
No, nothing. Yeah, it's bizarre, right?
That is bizarre. Are those their team colors? But everyone's going up against Trump, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, Kamala. Oh my God, what a horrible fucking human being. Everybody who voted for Kamala. Is that her name, Kamala?
Oh, dude, here you go. Yeah,
Harris?
here you go. Ballot access in the 2024. So this is okay. The following table for candidates which receive ballot access. Green check indicates that the candidate was on the ballot for the primaries. Orange indicate that the candidate was recognized as a write-in candidate, and X is they did not appear on the ballot. So we can go through all the states that Biden is on the or he's not running against anybody. So he's not running against anybody in North Carolina. He's not running against anybody in Tennessee or Florida. So those states have already decided, and they haven't had primary votes yet. What the fuck is this? Democrats abroad?
Yeah, that's the people that ain't here.
Or is it for the illegals?
That's probably what it is too.
Yeah, dude.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing. Nobody even cares. You can't trust anything no more. So who even cares? King Hannah says the Dems are in the tanking the season phase of rebuilding. Yeah, well, that's what I was saying earlier. Like all the people that normally back Democrats, they're now backing Nikki Haley. They're like, all right, there's no one here that we could legitimately say without everyone knowing that we just said fuck everything everyone wants and we put them in that can win this shit. So now they're backing Nikki Haley, and then trying to get Trump taken out of all the primaries. Funny.
Well,
but it's crazy to watch him doing it and everyone's just cool with it in a sense. Like, I mean, even if they're not cool with
he's
it,
a racist.
Even if they're not cool with it, they're just like, all right, well, all right. I mean, the Republicans ain't coming back. The Republicans should start throwing Biden off of some of the fucking. They just say, all right, cool. You want to pull that game? Let's play that game and throw him off of them. And then it gets to a point where no one could run. And then, obviously, then shit is the fan. Revolution. Winner goes to whoever wins. Winner goes to
5 cage match.
Winner goes to whoever fucking is more vicious and wins. And if that's what you want to do, I'm sticking with the side that says America and likes guns. It's not even ideology at that point. At the point, I'd rather roll with the dude with the crew cut than the motherfucker with the purple hair and the nose ring and the person who thinks that waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get to their job is wrong. Meanwhile, their fucking parents did that shit their whole fucking life, spoiled little twats. Yeah, I'd rather be on the side that wants guns. On the side that flies a flag in front of their house and it doesn't have more colors than 3, red, white, and blue. Fuck out of here. King Handle says, nah, somebody with 10 million TikTok and IG followers is going to run and win.
He's not wrong about that. That will happen at some point.
You think so? You think at some point, some just random? I don't think it'll be
dude,
random.
I mean, it's happened. Look, fucking Reagan, dog. Reagan was a fucking actor. He won governor in California, and then he became president. So, yeah, it's happened already.
How do you figure that's TikTok? And
because there's already a precedent for it. Some person really only won because he was rich and famous, and he won as governor.
He did
Trump. Well.
You could say the same for Trump when he got in and he won the first.
Yeah, but
time.
He wasn't an actor, dog. He was a businessman. Reagan was an actor. Yes, Trump acted in stuff, but he wasn't an actor.
He had show. He was used to being on TV
for sure, bro. But he was a business.
He trained in the study of the lie, which is
a businessman.
TV.
Yeah, he was businessman first.
Yeah,
and then he became an actor, and then won. But Reagan was actor, and then became.
You don't think anybody in his family was tied into any kind of business before he went in there?
I mean, obviously. What do you think he got the money?
Well, that's what I'm saying then. So in some sense, he was always kind of in regardless. No, wouldn't you say that?
Yeah. He's from Tampico, Illinois.
Don't know what that means, but I'm just saying. If from Illinois, what's that make you?
An Illini.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah, Illini. The fight in Illini.
An Illini?
Illini. Yeah, I couldn't spell it, but yeah, you know, like the only reason I know that.
If you're from Boston, you're Bostonian.
Yeah. Yep.
New Yorker, New York, right?
Mhm. Yeah, this is I can't.
And if
yeah,
you're from
I'll just
Illinois,
show
you're
I'll just show you the word. Illini.
Illini.
Illini. Yeah. Illini.
Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an Illini. Illini. Oh, that's horrible. That's a terrible one. Sorry, Illinois. You know what's about Massachusetts? Did I say it right?
Massholes is what they call them. Massholes.
Get out of here. No way. You're lying.
Massholes. Yeah, massholes.
You're lying.
Oh, no, I take that back. It is Illinoisian.
Illinoisians. Okay. Illinoisians. And it's not massholes.
It's not. No. I'll check.
No. Massachusettsians. That's what it is. It's just a harder word to say, isn't it? Right? It's Massachusetts.
Yeah.
It's just a harder fucking word to say, right? That's what it is. Massachusettsians.
No. They're called the Bay Stater.
What do they call?
Bay Stater. A Bay Stater. You see it right here? A Bay Stater. Which, if you're the head of that, you're the master Bay Stater.
Wait. Go to the left. What's it say right there next to it? To the left of that, in the blue.
Oh, that's a denominative. That's the word for what that is. Like if you're from New Jersey, you're a New Jerseyan.
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
Correct.
That's the words we're looking for right now.
Right, but what that's called is a denominative. Is a word that identifies. Correct.
And what they're
like you're
called
asking,
is,
what is the denominative for Illinois?
Yeah, third base. I get it. All right, so I get it. So they're called
Bay Staters.
Another
Massachusetts or Massachusettsan.
That's what it is. That's what I'm saying. That's probably what most of them call
recommended by the G. Oh, okay. So officially, so if this means officially, that means what the government, they voted on this to make it name something.
Yeah, and they didn't want to be called Massachusetts.
Right, and that's what the U.S. says they should be. And
yeah,
then,
I mean, they really should if you're going by everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Look at this, dude. 2% of Massachusetts speaks Portuguese.
And they probably say the word a lot better because it's probably said differently in Massachusetts.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I think New Jersey
what did Stormy say? Stormy
is
says,
New Jerseyan.
Stormy says massholes. Laughing my ass off. Yeah, I know they're not called massholes. King Handel says unofficially, if you're from the Northeast, you're an asshole.
No, dude, just people are soft from other parts of the country. They just don't know how to be spoken to.
I mean, you know what's funny is I used to be able to say that because I was from New York, but now I'm seeing a lot of New Yorkers that are just soft because they're not real New Yorkers. Mm-hmm. You know, they're
from Jersey.
They're either illegals or, you know, people that just migrated from other parts of the country. You know, New York is full of migrants that aren't real New Yorkers. That's why it's not as hard as it used to be. I'm sure the neighborhoods, the inner cities that haven't been, you know, whitewashed or whatever you want to call it, those are still, you know.
I prefer making a turn for the better.
I mean, listen, man. Look, if making it a certain race makes it better, you need to ask yourself, why is it a problem with you guys? That's all. You know, my attitude is very simple, man. I used to tell people even when I lived in the hood, man, I don't see no one from the government coming in here and pissing in our hallways. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I never walked out and saw a cop pissing in the hallway or some dude in a suit that was from the government that got out of a black truck coming. No, we're doing that shit. We're destroying that park looked beautiful when they first made it. Now it looks like shit because it got broken bottles and shit all over the place and graffiti everywhere. We made it look like shit. Yep. And then we're like, oh, they got us living in poverty. No, we got us living in poverty. We got us living in poverty because we allowed them to break down our family structure. And once we did that and there was no more going home, you know, wait till your father comes home type shit because your father won't be back till next week because, you know, we have to pretend he doesn't live here. You get rid of that. And then wonder why they got no respect, especially after they know you're a liar after Santa Claus and all that shit. So they know they can't trust you, you know. And then Papa Dukes is pushed out the house. So, you know, you wonder why your kid is all fucked up. Fuck out of here. Fucking liberals. Fucking liberals. Fuck
yeah, that's definitely a thing now.
It most definitely is a thing. You know. But listen, man, I think I'm gonna call it. You down to call it, man? I got some things I got to do. It's already 4:30. I got a show tonight. Check it out,
I would
man.
like to go for another 45 minutes. I'm just kidding. Roll the music.
Check it
Cue
out, man.
sound.
January 20th, which if I'm correct is next Saturday. Is
Yeah,
that next Saturday?
Sure.
Let's say it's next Saturday.
I'll get a calendar.
No, let me see. Yeah, we're in the 14th. It's next Saturday, right? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's next week. Yeah, Saturday, January 20, man. Come see me out in Canastota, New York, where the Canastodians live, at Theodore's Restaurant, man. 8 p.m. show. I'm gonna be on that shit along with Long Island's Rob White, Cindy Arena.
Ron White, dude. Ron
and
White's going to be on the
Brian
show.
Lee Yox. Rob White.
Oh,
Rob White from Long Island. It looks a little bit like him, I
yeah.
guess.
Also kind of just as
But 21 and over, go get your tickets, man. I heard it's selling out, so get them now if you want to check me out over there and you're anywhere in that area, wherever that area is. Theodore's over in Canastota, where all the Canastodians live, man. Follow me at Gary G. Garcia. Follow Brian at Brian T. Licata. And if you want to support the podcast, man, then go to briantlicata.com/shop. Is that right? All right, man. And pick yourself up some Rated G drip. There's no better way than support us both monetarily and out there by showing people that you love Rated G.
That's incorrect. They could mail us a check.
Oh, yeah, you could always just throw us some money, you know what I'm saying? But regardless, man, if we want to give you something back, go pick up some drip, man. I did. I paid for this shit, man. And it's hot. I don't regret it. It's dope. And till next time, baby. Peace.